right, you guys. So like, share, subscribe, ring that notification bell so you guys get all the updates whenever we release video content on the channel. Shouts out to the Lions Den community. Salute to my brother A Weapons. He rep Midlife Music. Make sure y'all following us on social media on our Instagram. Also, make sure that you guys check out our Facebook channel, facebook.com/Ticket TV. All these links are going to be in the description box below. You guys can also catch our podcast show. Make sure y'all subscribe to our podcast show. We'll have all the hidden content that you guys didn't see from our podcast show. So all of the links will be pinned below. Salute to everybody who donates to the stream. And we're going to get ready to get started with this stream today now. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. Much love, honor, respect, and appreciation. What up, everybody? Salute to y'all. We're going to get ready to get at this with you guys, man. I got special guests coming in here tonight. Like, share, subscribe as y'all come on up in here. Got some special guests coming up in here tonight. Got my boy Cope coming up in here tonight. And Pastor coming up in here tonight, joining us on this stream. Salute to everybody that's checking in, man. If y'all want to support the channel, Cash App, PayPal link pinned at the top of the chat. And man, let's get into this video, you guys. I appreciate everybody that's tapped in, man. It's a wild one, man. It's a lot of accusations going on that's out and about right now with Giannis and Antetekoumpo and Doc Rivers in the aftermath of their loss in the last game where they had a 19 or 20-some point lead against the Utah Jazz, turned around, ended up getting walked down and losing that game. Now, Giannis stormed out of the game, very upset, visibly upset. He stormed out the game, and it turned out to be a big issue where a lot of people were putting out reports that Giannis Antetokounmpo indeed, got into it with one Doc Rivers. Now, I want to get into this with y'all because I want to speak about this situation with y'all, let y'all know what the deal is. What up, everybody? Salute y'all. Appreciate everybody hopping on in, man. Y'all smash that like button as y'all come on in tonight. We waiting on Pastor and Chris Copeland to hop up in here. They're going to hop up in the chat tonight. It's going to be a great one. Y'all better believe this, right? So, but I'm going to get the show started for you guys. So y'all make sure y'all hit the like button as y'all come in here. Share the video and subscribe to the channel. So, it's a lie. It's not true. Giannis Antetokounmpo did not spaz out on Doc Rivers. That's a lie. And the people who said that lied about that. That was kind of sad to see people going out their way to push lies about that situation. Giannis was upset. He was wrong for walking off the court early in that game. He stormed out of the arena. He was wrong for that. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that was right at all. I think that was a bad move by Giannis. I don't think he should have did that move. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't feeling the move that he did. I'm gonna tell y'all straight up, I wasn't feeling that move. I don't think you should ever walk off the court and storm off the court like that after taking the L. I don't care what happened. I don't care what happened in the game. You always gotta have your sportsmanship. You know what I'm saying? You always gotta have your sportsmanship and be professional. That right there from Giannis was a huge no-no. That was unprofessional, man. And he shouldn't have did that, bro. He should not have did that. He should not have left off that court the way he did. I thought that was unbecoming of Giannis. And I don't think that was cool of Giannis, what Giannis did. I don't find no pleasure in that situation what Giannis did, man. I think that's whack, bro. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know how I do. I call it how I see it, man. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Mass, it was $500. I'm not sending you no money. The bet is still on. I'm not sending you any money. In fact, Mr. Mass, Chris Copeland wanted to talk to you because he's tired of hearing you hate. He wanted to speak with you directly. He's tired of hearing your mouth, and he's tired of hearing you be hateful and disrespectful to Giannis Antetokounmpo. He told me to relay that message to you. He will be coming on this show in a few minutes. He just got out of practice, so he will be coming on in a few minutes, and Pastor should be joining us too. But he want you to come on the show. Matter of fact, I'm going to probably send you a link, Mr. Mass, because again, you are one of the guys that he wanted to talk to. You're highly disrespectful, and you hold certain guys to standards that you don't hold other guys to. You don't really want to hold other guys to the same standard, right? That's the problem that a lot of people have with guys like yourself, Mr. Mass, is that you don't have a set of standards that you hold for everybody. You just cap and do whatever you do for whoever you can do it. You know what I'm saying? You like I don't know what you are, but what you're doing is disgusting. Hold on, y'all. Let me switch my phone real quick, y'all. All right. My bad, y'all. I had to switch my phone real quick. So, as I was saying, right? And I apologize to everybody. Uh, as I was saying, right? And I told you guys this, and I'm gonna say this again. It's disgusting. The stuff that we seeing going on. It's disgusting. Uh, I don't have no level of respect for it. And I don't think a lot of people that are close to the situation, like Giannis himself and these other guys, they don't respect some of the foolishness that's being put out there. You know what I'm saying? That's lies. So this lie was put out there, you guys. And those guys coming in, y'all smash the like button, share, subscribe. Those guys are coming in here now to join the show. So they'll be in here right now. But again, I was disturbed, by, what I saw from a lot of people that was lying and running with this as if this was a true story. I didn't like it. You know what I'm saying? And so, Mass, I just sent it to you, dog. Uh, Again, Giannis, he shouldn't have did what he did. He was wrong. You know what I'm saying? I'm willing to admit when you're wrong. When you're wrong, you're wrong. You know what I'm saying? He shouldn't have did that. He shouldn't have left out like that. Even if he was mad, listen, he should not have did that. You always got to be a professional, bro. At the end of the day, you're a professional basketball player. You got to be a professional, man. You know what I mean? If you're not gonna be a professional, then ain't nobody gonna respect you. You know, and that's just how it goes. Ain't nobody gonna respect you if you ain't gonna keep it professional yourself. Let me see if this is him coming in. Hold on, y'all. I told y'all we got guests tonight, man. We got special guests tonight. We got Cope coming in here tonight. We got Mass Pastor coming in here tonight. And like I said, Copeland, these NBA guys, they all listen to my videos, bro. And we got proof of that too. That these guys were listening to my videos today. We're gonna talk about something else too today, of what happened behind the scenes that you guys didn't see too. We're gonna talk about that today as well. But I'm very again, disappointed that people lied, and there's so much hatred towards Doc Rivers out here. I don't understand where all the hatred towards Doc came from. Like, yeah, Giannis was mad. He stormed up the court. You would be mad too if you lost 3 games out of the first 4 games. You come back, and then they play the Suns tonight. I would be upset too. I would feel away too. To be honest with y'all, I would feel away too. But the truth is, man, and it's always gonna be that that was a lie what they put about Giannis. That was a complete lie. What's up, dog?
Yo.
So look, man. So your boy, Mr. Mass, I'm glad you're in here, bro, because we're gonna get to the bottom of this right now.
Yeah.
Listen, so there was a report that came out, and the report basically said that Giannis basically snapped on Doc Rivers, was disrespectful to Doc in the aftermath for that third loss. Doc has coached four games since he's been there. They lost 3 of the 4 games. and they're saying, there was a fake report that said that Giannis was heated and went off on Doc and stormed out the game. Now he did storm out the game early, and I said he was wrong for that. He should have been professional, stayed on the court, shook the other team's hand, and kept it moving. He wasn't professional by doing that. So I agree that wasn't professional of him. But the other stuff, bro, like the Doc, all this other stuff, like he snapped on Doc and mad at Doc. Bro, what do you got on that, man? Because because I was already told that was cap. He didn't go off on Doc. He's not mad at Doc. What you got on that, dog?
Yeah, I don't believe that. People say things all day long trying to get clicks.
Right.
And that's just part of the game. But you can't take that stuff serious.
Right. So let me ask you this, and Pastor, what's going on, champ?
Hey, salute. Bless y'all, man.
Pastor, let me ask you this first. What do you think about this fake story now that they running? That Giannis is now upset with Doc Rivers, and he went off with Doc because they lost 3 out of the first 4 games, and now this is a narrative that they pushing out here on Giannis right now that he's upset with Doc.
Do we know for sure it's fake?
Yes, I mean it ain't real, bro. He ain't that ain't he left. He stormed out the game early, like with 35 seconds left, and I thought that was wrong. You know what I'm saying? But again,
I mean, look how I'm saying that just because look how quick he turned on Adrian Griffin. He signed off on Adrian Griffin, and all of a sudden,
that's not true. That's not true.
Yeah, but I say, can you prove that happened? Like that's not. Nobody.
I mean, I'm just going by the different body language and things I was seeing on the court and all of that. And it's obvious Giannis didn't stand up. Hold on. It's obvious Giannis didn't stand up for the brother because if Giannis sits here and says, look, I want this man as my coach, they're not going to fire him. It's that simple. So if Giannis didn't back him, they're going to get rid of him.
You can't say that off body language. And 2, he came out publicly and said he doesn't get involved in that. So
I mean, what else is he going to say, though, Coach? You know what I'm saying? What else can you say? You're not going to get on there as a player and be like, yeah, I didn't like this and I didn't like this and I didn't like this about him. No player wants to be looked upon as a coach firer. You know what I'm saying? So publicly, yeah, you're going to say, I don't get involved and I play and blah, 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 blah. But the proof is in the pudding. If Giannis wants you on that team, you're going to be on that team. It's that simple. Don't matter if you're a player, coach, trainer. It don't matter. If he's the man on that team. If he wants you, you stand. It's that simple. So
how true is that?
Want him because he gone.
Now, Coach, you played in the league. How true is that? What Pastor's saying, that if a team wants to fire a coach, but a star player doesn't want the team to fire, how true is that? That if a star player can stop a team from firing a coach if they want to do it?
I think it varies from team to team, but it's you can't really ever be sure, to be honest with you. I think. Most stars have some say so. I'd be lying to you to say if like general managers won't come to and discuss things, right? I won't say firing or hiring of coaches, but if I'd be lying to you if I said, the people that make decisions don't run things by their best players. Of course they do. That exists. But
now when you say that, explain that. Like when you say run things, does that mean that they ask the best player, hey, do you want us to do this or not? In some cases, or how does that go?
Run things may be like there's discussions. How do you feel? It could be general, like everything is a mixture of a lot of data. It's not all like, okay, what does he want? Then we do it. It's not like what people think. Like like I said, it's a mixture of a lot of data. They have their own analysis up upstairs when they talk about upstairs, right? So they'll look and they'll watch. They say, do we like his play calls? Do we like the record? Do we like the way they're playing? Then they'll walk around and they'll ask players, not only the top player, but they'll ask multiple players of influence. Not necessarily, they probably ain't gonna ask the 6, the last man on the bench, but they'll ask like, hey, how you feel? Like you learn, and they'll ask questions to get a feel for like what's going on. Long story short, and they can kind of judge how you feeling, or they can add that to their decision making because they make the final decision, but they will ask. Players of influence.
I like
what Giannis. Go ahead, Pastor.
I like what Cope said because that's 100% true. Now let me give y'all a real true breakdown scenario of how these things work. Y'all remember back when Giannis and them had not achieved anything, and how Giannis was openly distraught about them getting rid of Jason Kidd. Do everybody remember that? When Kidd was there as the coach, he was openly distraught. He talked about it publicly, how he did not want Jason Kidd to be fired. He wanted him there, blah, 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 blah. Right? He didn't take I don't get involved, I don't do this. He was public saying, I wanted this when that took place. At that point,
I don't remember him saying that, but I
I
did
do.
hear.
I'll pull the article
Okay.
up for you. I'll find it. But I remember him saying he was crying. He didn't want Jason Kidd to go, blah, blah, blah. But at that point, they hadn't won anything. So you didn't have a track history of winning. So Giannis was on his way, but he hadn't got there. Now Giannis has already gotten there. And Giannis has actually shown y'all different moves that he's done to the Bucks organization to make sure that he's holding them accountable and make sure that they're always got their foot on the grind to be trying to win. You understand what I'm saying? So when you got 3 coaches in 2 years, bro, this is a Giannis move, in my opinion. I'm not saying Giannis went in and said this man needs to be gone. I'm not saying that, but I know this for a fact. In the scenario that they in, trying to keep Giannis happy and making sure they keep their foot on the pedal to make sure they're trying to win. This is why they did the Dame move. This is why they got rid of Budenholzer, who was a championship level coach. I understand he had some personal things going on, but to do what they did here, they're not making that move without Giannis's approval.
Let me ask Colt that, because Colt would know too, because he played for the franchise. But so Colt,
Yeah,
let me
I
ask you this.
played
Yeah, Colt. I want to ask you this though, Colt.
Mhm.
Let's go back to that situation, to the situation with Dame and Drew Holiday. Giannis said he had no idea that the team was going to trade Drew Holiday. Do you believe that, or do you think that do you think that do you believe that, and do you think that a team would make that type of move without telling Giannis?
I do. I think.
And why is that? I want you to explain why you say that.
If I'm blunt, I would say, a player of Dame's caliber. I think that type of move everybody understands and respects. And they probably, if I'm them, maybe didn't want to put the pressure on Giannis, because if anybody knows Giannis, he has that love for Drew. So the people that make that type of decision, like, we're not even going to, address it with him, because he's going to be naturally biased. But we think Dame is better for our team at this time. You know what I mean? So sometimes you make that call without even having a discussion, because a player is going to side with his friend as opposed to what you may think, whether it be true or not. What you think is what's best for the franchise.
Go ahead, Mr. Matt. Go ahead, Mr. Mass. What you got on that?
Hey, man, salute to my guys, man. Elder, Colt,
Hey, salute,
Ticket.
Mr. Matt.
What's up, man?
Yeah, Colt been looking for you for your game.
Yeah.
20 boards, man.
He's been looking for you.
And, what up, Colt? And I've been looking for him too.
I'm surprised he didn't want to come on camera tonight and face you face to face, but that's
nah, because I'm driving home.
Right? Pastor. Yeah. Come on.
I'm driving home, and we know Chris is easy work. I'm about to tell you, bro.
Easy work, 20.
No, I'm gonna let you talk to Colt.
Yeah, Chris. What you just said, man. Come on, bro. Ain't no way in hell a player of Giannis's magnitude was not informed on this move. You can say what you want to say, bro. Listen, certain guys are privy to certain things, in my opinion. Now, I get it. You're an ex-NBA player, and you're giving an honest, open opinion. But I don't care if it was Jesus Christ, right? Guys like Kobe, MJ, Timmy, LeBron, Giannis, Kawhi Leonard, these moves are being ran by these guys, point, period, blank. Like if these dysfunctional things were happening on any other team, we blame the best player. If Adrian Griffin is fired and the team's not, coping or buying to what he's selling, we put that on the best player, Chris, because the best players police their team. It's on Giannis to get guys to buy in. If Adrian Griffin can't get on Giannis for not playing defense, not being efficient on offense, then how can he get on the rest of the crew? Cope, Greg Popovich told Tim Duncan, I'm going to get on you today. And Tim goes, for what? Because if they don't see me get on you, I can't get on them. And so this is a Giannis Antetekoumpo thing. Point, period, blank, right? Listen, his little skid is up, okay? He's becoming a diva. And if this was LeBron James, Kevin Durant, Ticket TV would be smoking those guys right now. Some of the same things that are being said about Giannis Antetokounmpo have been said about KD and LeBron James. Ticket has made numerous videos killing these dudes. But all of a sudden, when it comes to Giannis Antetokounmpo, a guy who said, quote, this is no longer my team. Dame's the leader. This is Dame's team. What are we talking about here? You're Giannis Antetokounmpo. You let a loser come to your franchise and call him the leader, and this is his team? Ain't no way in hell that this organization, Chris Copeland, and I respect you, my guy. I respect you, bro. You feel me? Ain't no way in hell that a team is not going to run this by Giannis. Especially, last point, especially when Giannis said in the offseason, I'm not re-signing the extension until you guys do something to make this team better. So you mean to tell me he says that in the offseason?
He didn't say that. He said I'm not signing an extension until I see everybody's working as hard as I work in the locker room. Everybody.
Okay, cool. Take it.
Hold on.
Let me finish, bro. You cut me off.
Hold on 1 second. No, hold on 1 second. I want to correct something you said.
Go ahead.
You also said that they don't run it by. Copeland said that, yeah, they'll run it by you. He didn't say, Copeland never said they won't run it by the player. He's saying that sometimes the player ain't the end all be all. They'll run it by you and other players.
Cope never used that phrase. Cope never used that phrase. Don't put words in his mouth. That's not what he said.
That's what he said.
That's not what he said. I heard what he said.
Cope is right here.
Listen, yeah, go ahead, Cope.
What Ticket is saying is what I'm saying. It's not about all right, we're gonna make this move. Are you cool with this? It doesn't. Everybody wants to make it that simple. It's not.
He's been in the NBA locker room. You haven't, Mr. Mask.
But Copeland, Ticket asked you. Do you think they ran it?
Hold on, Mask. He's been in the NBA locker room. He's been on NBA rosters. He's been on NBA teams with superstars. I'm gonna listen to him before I listen to you. And you know me and Cope go at it all the time. Go ahead, Cope.
I'm not. Okay.
Hold on. I'm not listening to Mr. Mask.
I'm trying to respond to what you said.
Mr. Pass Gas. I'm listening to the man who's been in the locker room. So again, how have you seen it go, Cope, in the locker room?
Let me put it in even more detail. When you're talking about caps, you talk about lottery picks. You talk about there's so much detail that comes to making a move, right? It's not as simple as do you like this guy, right? So you got to understand there's a lot of this. There's a lot that goes. People always want to simplify it from a fan perspective because they don't understand how detailed these moves are. It's a lot of money at play, a lot of futures at play. There's a lot of currents at play. There's a lot of
families involved.
I mean, yeah, like it's agents, it's more, is what so much more than people understand. So I laugh when they're like, if you think it's that simple, then it shows your lack of your ignorance to how it really goes. It's not. There is no data received from players. There's not an absence of conversation. But we don't know the depths of those conversations.
Yeah.
And that being said, it's never the end all be. It can't be because there's too much at play in every move that comes into that.
Can I ask you a question, Cope? Let me just real quick, Elder. When Ticket asked you that question, you said because of Dame's status in the league and the player who he is, that Giannis would trust the Bucks to make the move. And you said, this is what you said. You said no.
Wait. I'm going to clean that up because.
Okay. Thank you.
It's not about Giannis trust. So you still putting the onus on Giannis. Like, it's not about Giannis trusting the Bucks. These systems are in place already. So the players can play, the coaches can coach, the GMs can GM. It's not even about it's not even about that. As a player, you sign off to here's my contract. You have my rights. I have to do this, that, and the third. As a coach, you have to sign off and say, I have to do this, that, and the third. And your job description is not that to make decisions on the behalf of player movement and this, that, and the third. Now, if you're a smart GM, do you have passive conversations and get intel and say, hey, how do you feel with this coach we have here? You happy? You good? Blah, blah, blah. You watch yourself. You talk to assistant coaches. You talk to the water boy. You go get intel and figure out how the team is being run and figure out from not only your lens but from multiple lenses how the team is going and how you personally feel is it best moving forward. I don't agree with your move. Let me be clear.
So you agree that Giannis was given heads up then? So you agree that Giannis Antetekoumpo was given heads up on the trade? That's all I want to know.
All I'm saying is there are conversations in passing to which I think management figures out and gets a pulse on the team. What you're trying to say is did they clear it with Giannis and then he said, okay.
No. I'm not asking that. I'm asking a question. I'm saying do you think they ran it by him?
I'm saying what I'm saying, which is there are conversations that happen throughout the course of a season. It could happen once a week. It could happen every day. It can happen periodically, whatever. Different teams move differently. Sometimes GMs are at every practice. Some teams, GMs are not as many practices, blah, blah, blah. The people that and management, president, it depends on how much hand they got in say. They might watch a game and not like it, and then they talk to this guy. You know what I mean? It's so many moving parts.
Yeah.
so many moving parts.
Let me give my 2 cents.
Elder, what you know what I'm saying? Am I telling you?
You telling 100% the truth, Copeland. And again, I'm gonna give y'all like these 2 scenarios. The situation with the coach, there's no way I believe they didn't run that past Giannis first, especially because they already got 2 coaches on the payroll. You understanding what I'm saying? Like, to make that kind of move, in my opinion, they had to have gathered enough intel from Giannis and the key players that this dude is that bad with us and we can't win moving forward with him, for them to take that kind of a money move and do it. Now, when it comes to moving on Dame, I get 100% what Cope is saying. Because in that scenario, think about this: if you're the player and they do come to you and say, hey, we got a possibility to move Drew, we'll get Dame. And you give your opinion and say something of this magnitude, like I'm doing a hypothetical, and you give your opinion and say, nah, I won with Drew, man. We won a chip. He the man. Nah, Dame offensively cool. I like him, but no. But then they move forward anyways. As a player now, you feel disrespected. But as a GM, as a team, the front office, you don't have to go to him on that move. I could see them not going to him on that move because, again, it is too personal. I'm finna make a major move that I think is the best for this team, and I can justify it by the status of the player that I'm bringing in. It's greater than the status of the player that we're sending out, even though this player helped us win, even though this player is close to this player. He would have to respect the business acumen of what we're doing because we're making moves so that we can progress forward. That's what we're doing. Now we're trying to figure it out through the coaching with this roster, how to play defense. We're still hanging around because we're good in second, but I could literally see them not running that past Giannis. I could. Because, again, if you do run it past, no, I'm serious. If you do run it past him, you pretty much are saying now I'm going to do what you say, because if not, that player is going to feel disrespected. And think about it. If you're Giannis and they ask you this and you go and he says no and they go forward with it anyways, you feel disrespected. You feel disrespected. So then when it don't work, guess what? Hold on. Then when it doesn't work, guess what you're doing as a player? You right back in their face. Say, didn't I tell y'all not to do this dumb shit? But again, you've opened up that door of conversation with the player, like his voice has meaning in this situation. There are situations when you are running your team, running your business, that the employee's voice doesn't matter. And this is one of them. And again, you're giving him a respect here. It's like, look, I'm not going to put you in this pickle to where you can feel disrespected. We made this decision. You may be butthurt by it. But at the end of the day, this is why we did it. And from a business perspective, you'll have to respect it. Now, it's your job to go out and try to make it work. But I could see in this scenario, when it came to bringing on Dame, them not going to Giannis first or even getting his input on it.
Yeah,
I believe
disagree.
he didn't know that. I
He
believe now everybody knew they was trying to make trades. I believe Giannis when he said, I didn't know they was going to trade him. I believe that. I do. Because if I was a GM in that situation, I wouldn't have ran that past Giannis. I would have just made that decision. But when it comes to that coach, though, no way in hell. There's no way they fired that coach, in my opinion, without running that past Giannis and all the other players, like most of the players. Because you need to know.
You heard what he asked you?
You said what?
That wasn't Pastor. I was actually asking Maz because he's going way.
Oh, my bad. Go ahead. Let Pastor finish, then Maz go ahead.
Pastor was saying, so I'm like, why are you so sure?
Well, I'm not sure because I don't think none of us are sure unless you was in the room with Giannis or know some backdoor things. Maybe you know, but I think me and Ticket and Elder are kind of unsure. But I'm going off past logic. I'm going off past history. I'm going off behavior from superstars.
Hold on. You talking about? Hold on. 1 second, man. I want to clear up what you're saying.
Yeah,
you going past? Are you doing that with that player or with other players? Because you can't. To me, I don't think you can put other players. No. Listen, that's the thing. A problem I think you have. I think the thing is that different superstar players operate in different ways. I think Cope will tell you that some superstar players 100%. Are aggressive with how their approach is. Some 100%. Are laid back. They let the team do it.
I'm not arguing that.
Hold on 1 second. Let me finish. I'm saying because I've hold on, man. I'm saying because Cope has been in there with a lot of superstars. He's been in there with Melo. He's been in there with PG. He's been in there with Giannis. He's been in there with all these guys on the same team. Hold on, man. So I'm saying to you that every superstar ain't going to move the same way. Every superstar ain't going to be in the front office on every move saying, hey, do this, do that. Some superstars are going to say, hey, man, you do what you do. I'm going to do what I do. Some superstars, they're going to micromanage everything you do. All I'm saying is that, okay, look, we look at the move from J. Kidd, right? Giannis was an all-star the year before J. Kidd got fired. They still fired J. Kidd. Giannis didn't want J. Kidd fired. So is that Giannis' fault? Then they hired Mike Budenholzer, right? Giannis said, hey, man, they ran it by me and said, hey, we want you to talk to Bud, you know what I'm saying? Then he talked to Bud. They said, what you think about him? Oh, he's a good guy. He cool. What up? That doesn't mean he says, hey, go hire the guy. They may ask him, Cope is saying, like, they may ask Giannis or everybody during the course of the season, man. It's not just one time, yo, do you want to get rid of this coach or not? That's not how it works. He's saying, like,
I'm
and I
not
understand what
talking
he's saying
about
because hold on, man. I've seen this before. With a GM, like Coach said, it's the same thing overseas. Coach knows this. Sometimes the GM them be at every practice. Sometimes them dudes don't be at practice too much. Sometimes they'll get word of mouth. Sometimes they'll be at practice asking all the players different things, pulling them over, asking, getting different information. So if you're getting certain information from a lot of the players, it ain't just one player, I'm saying sometimes. So I'm saying that what you're doing is you putting everybody in a box, and I disagree with that because I don't like to put a liar on somebody's name if I can't technically prove that they are a liar. You understand what I'm saying? Like the reason why, let me give you one example. The reason why I get on LeBron, Pat Riley came out and said LeBron came to his office and wanted Eric Spoelstra fired. I ain't nothing I can do to get around that when Pat Riley said that. He said that plenty of times on the record. So I can't get around that. See what I'm saying? But when we talk about a guy like Giannis, we've never heard an owner or a general manager, and the general manager said he didn't consult with Giannis. So either the general manager and Giannis are lying or they're not. Now, that's when you gotta
somebody's
look at,
lying. Somebody's lying. Correct.
Hold on 1 second. That's when you got to look at a person's history. Giannis don't have a history of being out here front first in the media talking about the coach and this, that, and third. He don't have a history of that. He don't. He was mainly quiet most of the J Kidd era. He was quiet most of the almost all of the Budenholzer era. He was quiet the Adrian Griffin era. Now, whether or not you want to look at their body language and say what Pastor said, they didn't have good body language. Guess what? Pastor's right. Sometimes, Pastor, a owner, if you're an owner or you're a general manager running the team, Pastor, you may fire a coach based off how the team is responding to the coach. Now, you remember one thing, Pastor, what just happened the other day with the Lakers when LeBron and AD didn't play against Boston? What were they doing, Pastor? They were setting it up to see how them dudes were going to respond to that coach.
It sure was.
And how did them players respond to that coach? They showed the whole world that they lied. Everybody, Mr. Mass, all these people said that them players quit on Darvin Ham. They didn't. They went out there and showed you they didn't. And they wasn't quitting on D-Ham. So that was put to the forefront, and that was put to rest right then and right there. That was the test right there. If they would have came out and quit, it would have been over with. Darvin Ham would have been done right after the Celtics game. So I think that Mr. Mass, his hatred for Giannis, yes, him, guys like Mookie and these guys, they're irrational with how they thinking. They just don't like Giannis. You know what I'm saying? They're favorite fans of other players.
Yeah,
and so they want to put this one guy down. But I do agree with Pastor. Like Pastor said, like they could have ran across Giannis and said, hey, Giannis, what you feeling? Giannis could have told him plenty of times in the season, man, I don't like this is going on. I don't like that. That don't mean he said fire the coach.
Facts.
He might have said, hey, man, I don't like the way we doing stuff, man. I don't, you know what I'm saying? But that don't mean he said, hey, man, fire this dude right now. That ain't how it goes. So with some guys may say, hey, man, get him out of here, bro. He got to go.
All I'm saying on that, hold on real quick, man. So all I'm saying on that thing with the coach is because of the scenario and the situation they in with them already having two coaches on the payroll, I don't see them making that decision without having a collective intel, especially starting with Giannis. Now, if Giannis is coming to him in the intel and they can tell Giannis likes this dude, he thinks we can work it out, and they feel that way with other players and they talk to him like, yeah, we got this, but we can work through this, they going to run with that dude. But if it's consensus coming from Giannis and the players that they decided to consult with that this dude who don't get it and he's a problem and it ain't getting better, now you got to make that, because it's an investment move you making. That's a financial move you got to make and swallow. Think about that. You got to swallow. I don't even know what the brother's getting paid, but it was a 4-year contract. I do know that. It was a 4-year
Pastor, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Can I ask you a question related to that?
Yeah.
First thing, it's not crazy, man, because if you look at the facts are there too. This may not have had anything to do with the players. Because what's the first thing that happened with the team, coach? The assistant coach quit.
The one guy left, the other coach left.
Right, and then this could have been other assistant coach. After that situation happened, when the first coach quit, Terry Stotts, remember, regardless of what you think, Terry Stotts, he has a good reputation around the league, long-term coach in the NBA, good reputation, ain't really ticked nobody off. So when he quits, that puts on red flashes immediately that your assistant coach just quit like that and walked out. So now you don't know who may be giving that dude intel. He may be getting intel from the assistant coaches on how things are going in the locker room, how different plays, the things is being run. You don't know. So to say, oh, well, this player did this, that player did that, you just don't know, because after you have a veteran coach like that quit on you in preseason, then you don't know the intel that the other assistant coaches are giving. And then I do agree, they go around and ask certain players, and then if that intel is leaning more towards what the assistant coaches may be saying, then that, I think that's the issue. But I want to move to this. Doc Rivers.
Wait, before you jump, let me piggyback what you're saying.
Go ahead.
And it's not just coaches. There's so many people, bro, that's a part of the organization.
Oh,
that,
yeah.
That watch
you got to get along with that dude.
Yeah, like it's so many people that are around watching things. It could come from anywhere. So it's not necessarily coaches. It's not necessarily players. It can come from so many different places. Like it's just one of those things, again, you know, before you jump to Doc, that like it's not as simple, and it can't be. And Ticket just made a great example. I honestly never heard that story, but let's say it's true, the LeBron Spoelstra story. Like, think about it. If it was that simple and the player was just able to just do it, then the Spoelstra would have been fired, right? If it's that simple. It's not that simple. It doesn't work like that. If that's the case, I don't know that to be true. I'm not confirming or denying.
Nah, you can look it up. He said it in an interview. It's online. It's on NBC Online.
I believe. I hear you. I'm just saying that's an example of, if that's true, that's a prime example of players. It doesn't work like that. You know, everybody got to stop with this. Or he got fired, so the player did it, or this guy. It's always these the way these things happen is a lot more complex.
And Coach, hold on, Ticket. You know this as well as I do, Coach. Most of these players are very smart enough, wise enough to know they're not going to put their name on nothing. No way. They're player. They'll use their agents. They'll use their teams and all that to get their messages across. They're not going to put their name on. It's very rare.
Now, Pastor,
you get them
those guys don't want to do that. Like, they don't.
Hey, Pastor, you said something. Hey, Pastor said something, Chris, that made me think, Coach. That he right. Because even when I look at the situation like right now with LeBron in LA, bro, it ain't just about LeBron James. Bro, it's the fans ganging up on them talking about fire the coach.
Mm-hmm.
So it ain't just that. It's the fans. It's the Lakers media. It's all of these different angles. Like Coach said, it ain't just one. It ain't just LeBron over here saying, hey, man, get this dude out of here, bro. Bro, you got I'm watching a whole fan base demand that this Darvin Ham be fired. I'm watching the whole Lakers media demand that Darvin Ham be fired. The only dude he got standing up for him is us. Me, Pastor, and
Jeannie
you, Coach.
Buss. He got Jeannie because Jeannie don't want to write that.
That's the only people he got standing up for him.
She don't want to write that check. Jeannie don't want to spend that money. She not letting the player go.
And I'm gonna say that she also
I don't feel bad for him.
Sees his ability to get the job done. You know what I mean? He coached them to a very. They went far in the playoffs last year. They won the only thing you could possibly win this year. And, let's see. I think he's deserved at least a full season evaluation. You know what I'm saying? And if you want to make a decision at the end of the season, he understands what he signed up for. But
now, I want to get to you on this, because Mr. Mass is one of the most disrespectful, dishonorable people I know in basketball. Hold on, Mass. I'm going to let you go. I'm going to let you go.
Please
I'm going to let you go. Bro, chill, bro. I'm going to let you go. So he's one of the most disrespectful, dishonorable people that I know in basketball. So, Coach, I'm gonna start with you, and then I'm gonna go to Mass, then I'm gonna go to Pastor, right?
He crazy.
So let's get right to this. Let's get right to this, right? So the disrespect for Doc Rivers, Coach. Now let's talk about this, right? Let's talk about the disrespect, because there's been so much slander thrown towards Doc Rivers. You understand what I'm saying? And disrespect. What do you have on that, bro?
Again, that's unfair. It's been 4 games. Everybody just does for me, it's like things go really great, and it's like, oh, it's the best thing ever, and then things go really bad. Oh, it's the worst. Cut everybody, blow it up. Like, bro, it's an 82 game season, man. It's for a reason. Like, it's like there's so much. These things take time.
No. Hold on, Coach. I'm gonna tell you what I'm talking about. So Mass will say, hey, man, Doc Rivers isn't a good coach. He's a choke artist. He always chokes 3-1 leads. He can't do this. He can't do that. He doesn't make adjustments. To that, you say what? And then I'll let Mass answer you.
He's an NBA champion. I think he's had some ups and downs in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? And I think every team is different. And this one is a new opportunity for him to show and prove what he can do. So it's you can't judge whole other teams on what he's got in front of him. You know what I'm saying? You just have to kind of see how this thing goes.
Go ahead, man.
Well, Chris, I mean, I can point to series moments, games in the postseason, high pressure moments, and we've heard interviews from past NBA players who actually played for him, right? Rasheed Wallace, NBA champion. Big Baby Davis, NBA. Well, I'm not sure he won a chip in 2008, but he was on the roster. You know, guys like Matt Barnes, who I know here in Sacramento. You know what I'm saying? These guys talk about how the failure to adjust in big moments, the failure to play his young guys and go with old veterans who are tired. That 2010 finals, he went with the old crew, and he didn't let the young guys spell them. But in Game 4, Big Baby talked about how he was energized bunny to help them win Game 4. We've seen Doc not make adjustments. We've seen Doc versus the Clippers in 2020. Colt can't even adjust to a basic pick and roll between Jamal and Joker. They ran the same play 10 straight times and scored seven times out of 10 plays, while Doc stands looking stupid with his arms folded. Does he know basketball? Of course he does. Is he a basketball savant? Of course he is. I mean, come on. I mean, he's Doc Rivers. But it doesn't mean that he can't be criticized and can't be asked, why. He doesn't make good adjustments. There's a reason why he has the most come from behind victories from other teams. My Rockets, right, down 3-1. You let Josh Smith and Corey Brewer and Kevin McHale benches James Harden, and Doc has no adjustments. Last year in Philly in Game 7, like, you don't put the ball inside Tyrese Maxey's hands while James ain't got it going. You continue to put the ball in James Harden's hand, knowing he's not being aggressive. He's not playing downhill. He's not playmaking. You lose that series, right? 2010, right? Rasheed Wallace, Kendrick tears his ACL. Rasheed Wallace and
He
KG.
played Rasheed. He started Rasheed and played him that whole game.
I'm not done yet, man. Listen, Cope, they're tired, right? It's a low-scoring game in 2010. You basically have a 10-point lead the entire Game 7, and you don't give your old guys no breaks? Orlando Magic, like, okay, they're trapped in T-Mac. You have 3-1. You don't run nothing else for something else? On the weak side, I mean, listen, the failure to adjust in big moments and high-pressure moments has been his failure. And guess what? I don't like his coaching style, right? He's not a player's coach. Or in some cases, he could be too much of a player's coach. He's 1-3 versus the Bucks. The game a few days ago, I think it was the Blazers. Where was the adjustment at? Like, what is he doing? He's not running no high pick and rolls between Dame and Giannis. A play that Ticket TV says is unstoppable. But he's not running it against the Blazers. Are you kidding me?
Okay, let me answer that, and I'm gonna let it get back to Cope. Then I'm going to Elder or Pastor. Cope, this is what I said to Maz, right? He talks about all the 3-1 losses, right? Well, in order to get 3-1, you had to be doing something right to get 3-1 in the series. When you get 3-1, normally your superstars are supposed to be able to close that series out. Shaquille O'Neal said it best. You get a 3-1 lead, it's on your superstars to close it out. Those are facts. I don't know if you agree with that or not. I'll let you answer that. So most of the time when you're 3-1 and you look at the superstars, it's funny to me how he holds Doc Rivers accountable, but is it Doc Rivers' fault that Kawhi Leonard had 14 points in the closeout game against the Denver Nuggets in the bubble? Is it his fault that Paul George didn't play well and had different things going on personally in the bubble that he admitted that he had going on that was like messing with his mind in that series? Is that Doc Rivers' fault? Or is that their fault? Is that Doc Rivers' fault that Lou Williams got suspended because he went outside of the bubble and went to go get some lemon pepper wings, got caught at the comeback service suspension, and then deal with that stuff in the bubble? Is it Doc Rivers' fault that same year that old boy grandmother Montrezl Harrell passed away when he was the 6th man of the year and he left the bubble, got out of shape because he was gone for a month and a half and came back and didn't even look nowhere near the same? Is that Doc Rivers' fault? Is that Doc Rivers' fault that he was up 3-1 against with the Orlando Magic, and Tracy McGrady goes to the mic and says, hey, I'm just happy to get out the first round for the first time before the series is over, the leader of the series, but then he don't close the series? Is it Doc Rivers' fault that after that, Tracy McGrady, as the number 1 guy, never ever led a team out the first round of the playoffs, even without Doc Rivers, and this dude had guys on his team like Yao Ming? Is it Doc Rivers' fault that Chris Paul was considered to be a choke artist in the playoffs at certain times before Doc Rivers coached him with the New Orleans Pelicans, and then you come over to the Clippers and the same thing happens? Is that Doc Rivers' fault when you're talking about James Harden, a guy who's never, ever, ever been able to overachieve in closeout games? He has one of the worst closeout game records and closeout game performances in NBA history for a superstar. Is that Doc Rivers' fault that James Harden, who dropped 2 40-point games in that series, that he's playing his stars, which is what you get paid to do in the National Basketball Association. When you get to the playoff series, Colt, who are the players going to play? Who are the coaches going to play? They're going to play them superstars that's making 30, 40, 50 million, or they're going to play some dude on the bench that's making 5 million because he's talking about, oh, I need to make an adjustment. Sorry. Go ahead, Colt. I'll let you answer. Then it's on you, Pastor.
That's a tough act to follow. I have not much to say after that, bro. Being honest, I mean, it is what it is. Like when you get to the playoffs, in high pressure situations, everybody's job is on the line at that point. If I'm not mad at a guy if he chooses to go, with James Harden that we know over Tyrese Maxey, who we didn't know, to that level. This year he's having a hell of a year. Salute to him. But I'm not mad at a coach that says I'm riding with this dog. I think he'll figure it out. A lot of guys, if you know basketball, they might not play. They might have a rough half, come back and get 40 in the second half. And he wanted to roll the dice on a guy he's seen be able to take over games. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that decision. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, Ticket said it best. He gave a lot of great scenarios as far as like. And I personally always believe, players win games. I said that as a player, and I won't say that any different now that I'm different. That I'm on the other side of it.
So you feel like when you get to the 3-1 situation, you kind of agree with Shaq says. Shaq says, look, when you're a superstar and you got him on 3-1, you're supposed to go out there and go ahead and kill him. Just go ahead and take the series over and end the series. Because that's the hardest game to get is that fourth game. Once you already got the 3, it's the fourth one. So the superstars are the ones that got to go get that. If you're not going to get that, huh?
I always said that. I think players win games. I think coaches can lose you a game. Don't get it twisted. Like they can make some calls, sit the wrong guy. Yeah, it can happen. But I think, 9 times out of 10, players win games. You know what I'm saying? I've always believed that. That's why I've been a guy that breaks plays. You know what I'm saying? Like when I was playing Ticket, you one of those too, don't lie. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that yeah, so like why? Because we win or lose the game and it's on me at the end of the day. I always felt like that.
Yeah, hey, hold on, Coach, before I go to Pastor, let me ask you that. Let me ask you that, because Matt said something. I do want to ask you that. You've actually been in NBA locker rooms, Mavs haven't. You've actually played in the NBA National Basketball Association, Mavs haven't. Let me ask you this question. Since you said that, right, when you talk about adjustments, things like that, right, things you may do offensively, how many times have you seen, or how many times have you seen superstars say, nah, I'm going to do this? Coach may say do this, but a superstar say, nah, I'm going to do this, and maybe it don't work. But the coach looked bad because everybody didn't know the coach told him to do something else, but he did what he wanted to do.
A lot.
Now, Mr. Mass is eating now because he keeps talking about this stuff, right?
I'm not arguing. Can I rebut that real quick, please, Chris?
What he'll do is say this. He'll say, oh, well, you lost the locker, you did this. But what's going to happen, Coach, when you bench that $40, $50 million guy? You're going to get fired anyways.
Facts. Quicker than you would otherwise.
Thank you. Okay. Go ahead, Pastor. What you got then? Back to Matt.
Okay. All right. This is crazy.
No, it's not. Going to Pastor. He ain't say nothing. Then I'll come back to you.
Well, my thoughts on this actually, I get what Ticket is saying about all this, but it's too much history to blame it all on the players. I mean, Doc Rivers has to take accountability for some of this. I mean, as long as he has been in the league and as great a players that he has coached, to only be able to muster up one championship, I think, and then to be so close all these times and fall short, it has something to do with Doc too as a coach. I am not the biggest Doc Rivers fan, not just because he was a Celtics coach. I don't like his style. He will ride his older players too long. He will be too loyal to them. And when you have younger players, they need to be encouraged, meaning I believe you're going to be instrumental. See, he had a strong-willed young player like Randle who could take over games defensively, didn't even have to score a point. Very intelligent type of player. He couldn't hold that young dude back, and that's what kind of helped got him a championship. But he had to utilize a guy like that. Most players aren't coming in with the IQ of Rondo, the moxie of Rondo, the mindset that he has. They're just not going to do it. I really believe this situation that he's in now is not going to work. I don't. Because the style that Doc Rivers has, this team is not good enough defensively. So unless I see Milwaukee make a several, not just one, they're going to need to make several trades to shore up that backcourt defensively. to be able to makeshift something to slow people down, I don't see it working because he's going to lean on a Middleton. He's going to lean on a Lopez, and they're not going to be able to get it done. I don't believe they can. I'm
Pastor,
just
let me
keeping
ask
it
you
a
one
buck.
thing about what you just
Dame
said.
Lillard ain't going to be able to get it done. I don't
Yeah,
believe
no,
he's going to be able to get
Pastor,
it done.
I want to ask you something about what you just said. You said something about you was talking about Doc and all the talent. He's only won one. What about all the other coaches in the NBA history that had all the talent and never won none?
We're not talking about them.
Nobody
We're
ever.
not talking about them. We're talking about Doc.
No, I'm saying no.
We're
I'm
talking
saying,
about
but you
Doc.
said,
That's a part of the conversation, though.
Hold on, but Pastor,
It's
people
not.
what I'm saying to you. Hold on, yeah, Papa, no.
Okay,
hold
on. I'm gonna ask you this. Hold on, time out. Tell me the coach that has had the total amount of talent that Doc has
There you
coached
go.
Okay, I got you.
and didn't win. I
George
want to know that
Karl.
coach. Who?
George Karl.
Tell me the players George Karl coached.
George
Ray
Karl.
Allen in his prime. Hold on, Mr. Mass, I'm not finished. That Milwaukee Bucks team, he underachieved and lost to AI by himself when they was
That
to
was
go to
not
the
a
finals.
championship
Hold
team,
on.
though. But go ahead.
They was a championship team that had those
That
three.
Milwaukee Bucks team was not a championship
What?
team. Stop.
What are you talking about? They
That
had Ray
team.
Allen in his prime. They had Steph Cassell in his prime. They had Glenn Big Dog Robinson in his prime. They had Tim Thomas in his prime. They had Michael Redd. They
They
had
never
Darvin
even got out
Ham.
of this. Hold on. That team never even got out of the second round, did it?
Yes, Knicks,
Yeah,
they lost to
that
AI
year
in the
they
conference
did.
finals.
That year
They
they
went
did,
to
but
one time.
yeah, one time.
Hold on, that's
Okay.
George.
One time.
Hold on. So let me keep going.
One time.
So
That's
he lost.
nothing.
Hold on, Pastor. Hold on. They were picked to go to the finals that year and win the chip.
No, they
were
wasn't.
picked. Hold on.
No, they wasn't.
They were not.
Hold on,
No, they
Pastor.
wasn't.
Let me finish.
I know they
Pastor.
weren't. I know they weren't.
Hold on, Pastor. Let me
Name
finish.
me. Hold on. Before we go on
Did-
this tyrant, give me the other players. That's one team. Give me the other players he coached.
I'm about to do it right now. Then let's start with Gary Payton, Sean Kemp, Hershey Hawkins, Detlef Shrimp. That team won 60 and 66 games.
They lost to the Bulls, and next
They
keep
won
going.
60. I don't give a damn. Hold on, time out.
They
I'm
made
gonna say
it.
it to
You
you
right.
again. Hold on, Mr. Mass. Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna say it to you again. I'm gonna say it to you again. Because Doc Rivers lost to Kobe, clown. So what are you saying?
And he lost to my Rockets.
Doc Rivers
Corey
lost
Brewer.
to Kobe. Hold on.
He lost to Corey Brewer.
Hold on, Mr. Mass. Hold on, Mr. Mass.
He did
Hold on,
lose to
Mr.
Corey
Mass.
Brewer.
Hold on, Mr. Mass. Hold on. Because Pastor, if we're gonna tell it, we're gonna tell it real. The second year Doc was in Boston. How many games they won, Pastor?
Oh, second year. That year they went to the final.
Pastor,
Yeah,
no.
They
They won the chip, Pastor.
They lost to Orlando.
Wait, Mass. Pastor, they won the chip the first year and won 66 games. The very next year they won 60 games. What happened in the playoffs, Pastor?
I think somebody got hurt.
Pastor,
That's
what
when
happened in the
Garnett got
playoffs?
hurt. That's when Garnett got hurt.
Pastor, what happened in the playoffs?
They lost. I just told
Right,
you.
because Kevin Garnett got hurt. Everybody thought they was going to win that chip. KG
Got hurt. Dirk still got it done.
Let me
What's your
finish.
point?
Hold on, Mass. Let me finish. Because if your star player get hurt, you're not going to win the chip. They
That's
won
a fact.
60 games. Hold on. They dominated again that season. They were headed to win a chip again. They were headed on a collision course to play Kobe and them again. Now, if they would have got past Kobe, we don't know. But they were headed on a collision course to play Kobe. Kobe ended up playing a team that beat them because KG got hurt, which was the Magic. Right? Okay, cool. Now, let's go to the next year. The next year they come back. They play the Lakers again in the finals. What happens? Perk gets hurt, so he got to play Rasheed the whole game. So Rasheed played the whole game and didn't come through.
He should have played baby Glenn Davis.
He balled, but he didn't close the game. Doc Rivers went with Rasheed. Why he complaining?
He was tired in game 7.
No. Okay,
he needs a rest.
So then he should have asked out of the game.
He should have played big baby Glenn Davis like he did in game 4.
Big baby Glenn Davis was undersized. Come on.
He played in game 4. He played in game 4 and killed. What are you talking about, man?
Time out. You're going to be quiet. If they would have played big baby Glenn Davis in that series, Pau Gasol and Andrew Bynum would have told his ass a new one. Shut up.
They played him in game 4.
He was
played in game 4 and killed.
And
he killed in game 4.
He got game 4.
Huh?
They won game 4.
They won game 4 and he killed in game 4.
What
are you talking about?
I got it right here. Hold on. I got it right here.
What are you, Elder? What's happening right now, bro?
I got it right here. I got it right here.
That sounds like an adjustment.
Right, I got it right here. Right. So okay, hold on. Right. I got it right here. Right. They won game 4. Do you know what the numbers were that game, Mr. Mass?
His impact ticket.
No. I'm gonna ask you a question. Right. I'm asking you a question because you saying that, right? That's cool that you said that. Hold on. That's cool you said that, right? Right? Did you hear what I said, Mass?
Yeah. Go on, man.
All right. He balled in game 4. What Big Baby Davis do in game 5, Mass?
Did he play in game 5? I mean,
hold on. I'm asking.
I don't know.
I'm asking. Hold on. See, you talking about stuff You don't even know. So I'm gonna ask you again. Big Baby Davis balled out in Game 4, right?
Yes.
Okay. What did he do in Game 5?
Tell me. I don't know. Can you tell me, please?
Okay. In Game 5, Big Baby Davis.
How many minutes?
He had 0 points.
How many minutes?
How many minutes did he play?
He had 0 points, 5 fouls, and 13 minutes and 9 seconds. There you go.
He said 13 minutes, Elder. Come on.
5 fouls.
Yeah,
Elder,
five,
13 minutes.
He was a hack machine
Okay.
that day.
5 fouls. There you go right there. And
Okay,
13 minutes and 9 seconds.
But game
Let's go to
7
game
though,
6. Hold on.
they need
Let's
him
go
in
to
game
game
7
6.
though.
Hold on. Let's go to game 6. Hold on. Let's go to game 6. Game 6 right here.
Yeah.
Game 6, right? Okay, so game 6, the series is tied 3-3. The Lakers won game 6. So remember, the Bucks was up. The Celtics was up. The Lakers came back, tied the series. They came back and won that series.
Yeah, I know. I don't need no history lesson. Go ahead.
Okay, so hold on. You about to get one right now. So hold on. So Mr. Mash, I'm gonna ask you again. What did Glenn Davis do that game?
I don't know. How many minutes?
Glenn Davis had 0 fucking points. You liar. You know how many minutes?
And how
he
many
played?
minutes? Yeah, how many minutes?
Do you know how many minutes he played?
I'm asking. How many minutes?
27.
Okay, he didn't play well. Okay, cool. I got you.
Right. Okay.
He didn't play well. How about game 7 though?
Hold
do you
on.
mean?
Listen. What am I supposed to do if you have one good game, then you play 2 bad games and we lost both games?
So he's why they lost games fucking 5 and 6 or 6?
The man played 27 minutes and had a goose
hold
day.
on.
Is he the reason why they lost those games?
Hold on. Did they lose?
What are you talking about?
They didn't lose game 5 and 6. They
lost game 5 and 6. I got it right here.
No, so the Lakers won 3 games.
No, they did not.
The Lakers won.
No,
they didn't. No, they didn't.
Hold on, I got it right here, Pastor.
No.
The Lakers won.
Boston won game 5. Boston
I
game 5.
got it right. Hold on 1 second, bro. I'm about to show you. The Lakers won game 6 right here. Game 6, y'all see it.
Yeah.
Game
6 and 7.
6, 89-67. Now let's go back.
We know they won. Hold on, ticket. We know they won game 7. So
hold on, Pastor. I got all the games right here. I'm about to pull the games up. I got all the games. My bad.
It's fun.
My bad, Pastor. My bad. The Celtics won game 5.
Yeah.
92-8. Hold on,
That's
Pastor.
what we're trying to tell you.
Hold on 1 second, Pastor. The Celtics won game 5. That's the game Big Baby got in foul trouble, right?
Yes.
Okay. He played him 27 minutes the next game, and the nigga still had 0.
Okay.
Okay, now let's go to game 7. Let's see what happened in game 7. Hold on.
Well,
So
we know what
game
happened.
7
He didn't play much.
Game 7. I'm about to show you right now. Game 7. So game 7. Hold on. And you know what? The way he talked shit about Doc Rivers, he shouldn't have played much because Doc even gave him a job after that. He saved his ass and gave him a job with the strippers.
So what?
Hold on. What do you mean, so what? He's a disloyal, unfaithful dude. Guess what, Pastor?
Wow.
Glenn Davis played in game 7. You know how many minutes he played in game 7?
How many?
20. What's the excuse? So Mr. Mann said he didn't make no excuses. He played 20 minutes in game 7.
If I'm not mistaken, in the second half, he didn't play a lot of minutes in the second half. I mean, that was well documented.
40 minutes. He's a role player. He's not going to play 40 minutes.
If Powell and Andrew are killing,
hold on, Mr. Mans, hold on 1 second.
Dude, can we talk about
this? Mans, hold on 1 second.
Is this a monologue?
Hold on, Mans. Big Baby had 1 good game in that series. 1. That was the game he had 18.
Elder, a game that low scoring, a defensive game.
Hold on, time out. Mr. Mass, Big Baby Davis was
you
a
got
bench
it, man.
player.
Hold
on. Big Baby Davis was a bench player who was an oversized fat dude.
Is this a panel or is this a monologue?
Time out. He was a fat, oversized slob that couldn't play those minutes. These are facts. He played high minutes in the NBA.
I want to get back to the original conversation.
He's in left field. He's in left field.
Hold on, Pastor. Hold on before you go 1 second, Pastor. Before you go on. I'm about to tell you this, right? Hey, Pastor, you know how many minutes? You know who else played more minutes than him off the bench?
Who?
Nobody. He played the most minutes. He's the only other player off the bench that played that type of minutes. Look at it right here.
He's not putting context on it, Elder.
Pastor. Big Baby was
hold on, context on it,
I'm about to tell you, Pastor. Big Baby was the dude who was the only dude that got minutes off the bench for that team that year. Look it up. Go look up all the games in Game 7. Big Baby got the most minutes. And
again,
Pastor, guess what Pau Gasol did to him that game, Pastor?
Yeah.
19 points, 18 rebounds.
I got you. Now again, you got George Karl, and I'll give you that one. I think.
Okay, so and then we talk about, and then Pastor, I'm gonna keep going. So then we talk about George Karl, when he lost to
He's
Kobe and
still-
Powell.
Again,
with
hold
Carmelo
on.
and Chauncey in
Again,
them.
ticket. I will give you George Karl.
Okay, let me keep going.
But
Let me keep going.
again,
I'm gonna keep going with Jordan. Let me keep going,
let
Pastor.
me
I got another
go.
coach.
You let me keep going.
I got another coach.
I don't need another coach. What I'm saying is this: I can find holes in George Karl's game as
Right,
well as
this
I can
is
find
crazy.
holes in Glenn Rivers. What I'm
No,
saying
but I'm saying you told me to find another coach who had
You
that much
did-
talent.
you
I'm about to, hold on,
did.
Pastor. I'm about to give you 2 more coaches. I ain't gonna go through all of them. I'm just gonna give you 2 more coaches.
Hey,
I ain't gonna go
ticket.
through the resume. Hold on.
You
Mike
gave me one
D'Antoni.
was a ticket. Giving me one was enough.
Mike
I don't need
D'Antoni.
3.
Mike D'Antoni. Mike
Oh,
D'Antoni.
hell no.
Mike
Hell.
D'Antoni had 3 MVPs that he coached. 3.
Yeah, but I'm sorry, ticket. You're not
And
gonna get
hold on,
ticket.
Pastor.
Ticket.
Hold on,
See,
Pastor. Hold on
you
one
were
second.
doing good with George
Andy, hold on,
Karl.
Pastor.
Now
Hold
you
on, Pastor. But Pastor,
now
I'm
you
about to do
trying to
great.
overcook the
I'm about
grits.
Just
Pastor,
give it up,
I'm about
Elder.
to do. Hey,
Overcook
coach.
grits.
Just give
Now,
it up,
coach.
Elder.
You trying to
Look, I'm about
overcook
to
the
do
grits,
great, right?
ticket. Mike
Mike
D'Antoni is not even close to the
D'Antoni was supposed to
level
win the
of
chip.
George Karl, bro.
Mike
Stop.
D'Antoni was supposed to win the chip. He had Steve
No,
Nash
he
and Amari
wasn't. No,
Stoudemire.
he
How do
He was
you-
the
wasn't.
best
No, he
team in the
wasn't.
league.
There's nobody in the world that thought them Phoenix
They
Suns
picked
was
him to win
gonna
the
win.
chip.
Nobody.
They was picked to win the
Nobody.
chip. What are you talking about?
Nobody in the world thought
They
them
did.
Phoenix teams was gonna win chips.
No,
Stop.
The Suns were picked to win the chip.
Stop, bro. Stop.
Bro, you
They
lying.
did.
Hey, Pastor, hold on.
Stop,
Pastor,
bro.
you're straight up
Stop,
lying.
bro.
The only
Your
reason
mic
why
Stop.
they
going out.
lost.
Your mic
Hold
going
on,
out
come
because
on,
you're
Pastor.
lying.
Pastor.
Stop,
The
bro.
only reason why they lost is because old boy got suspended for
I
the
am
game
never
7.
going to put Mike
Oh,
D'Antoni on the
Jesus, man.
same
I
level.
can't
Hold
believe
on.
he's saying this,
I'm
bro.
never going to put Mike D'Antoni on the same level as Doc Rivers and George
No,
Karl.
I said
I'm
the play.
sorry.
Hold on. The
I'm
team. I
sorry.
ain't talking about him. I
He
said the
ain't coached
team.
the same kind of players either.
He
No,
did. He had
no,
Amari Stoudemire in his prime.
no,
He had Steve Nash, league
no,
MVP multiple times in his
no,
prime. He
no,
had James Harden in his prime.
no,
He had
no,
Dwight Howard in his prime. He had
no,
Chris Paul. He had
no.
Russell Westbrook. He had
I'm gonna tell you this.
Carmelo Anthony.
To
He had
me, the
Lord
best,
Jesus.
like Coach made the statement. Coaches definitely could lose you games.
Are y'all serious?
I believe coaches can win you games as well. And I have seen great coaches, especially the ones that have won multiple chips,
Well, Kevin
make
Garnett and Paul Pierce said he
make the
won them. He
make
won
the
them that
proper
series.
adjustments and win their team's chips.
Kevin
And he
Garnett
has
and Paul
had
Pierce said he
he
won
has
in that
had the
series, Pastor.
greatest. He has had a ton of great Hall of Fame players that he has coached. And I believe personally he's an underachiever as a coach. And
I
I'm gonna
agree
go
with
back
you.
to my original statement. This move is not going to work in my personal opinion because I don't believe he is the right guy for this job. He rides veterans. The
Coach, what you
veterans,
think?
hold on, let me finish. The veterans that they have, you can't ride them. There's nothing to ride on Middleton. There's nothing to ride on Dame, and there's nothing to ride on Lopez. Giannis is going to be Giannis, but he doesn't have the proper help around him to win because when they need a critical stop, they don't have the personnel to get it. They just don't. And Doc Rivers is not a good enough coach to flash and mirrors you past that moment. He's not.
Hey, hold on. Well, Coach, what do you think?
I'm gonna try to respond to everything said. Yes, coaches can win you a game, yes, here and there, but the vast majority of the time, players win games, in my opinion. And I do think they have what it takes. Can they make a move or two to shore up their bench? Yeah, for sure they can. I think they might. But I do believe in Chris. I do believe in the guys they have here. I think they're proven. I think they're battle tested. There's something to be said about battle tested. You know what I mean? When guys have actually been in those trenches and won it for real. I think you can't take that for granted, and it's not something you can just trade for very easily. You know what I mean? So, and Giannis and Chris and a lot of those guys
Excuse me.
have a certain chemistry, and I've seen trades also damage a team and send them way the other way. So you have to be careful with just trying to, grasp. I think they call grasp for straws, or just trying to make something happen in the last minutes, and you can make things much worse when you already have pieces that have been battle tested and proven.
Hey, Coach, do you think
they have a good enough personnel to get it done?
Hold on, take it. Coach, do you think this team, the Milwaukee Bucks, has defensive chemistry?
Defensive chemistry. I mean, basically, you asking are they playing well defensively, right? No. I mean, they're not playing.
Hold on, let me ask it a different way,
but
Coach.
they're going through.
Let me ask it a different way.
Games.
Let me ask it a different way. Let me ask it a different way. Do you believe with the personnel they have on that team that they can get critical stops when needed.
Yes. No,
I just don't, because I don't see guys in that backcourt that can stop guys from getting in that lane. That's the problem. If you can't stop guys in the NBA from getting in the lane, you to the hard way. You to the hard way. You got to be able to slow them down and make it difficult for them getting in that lane. And I don't see anybody on their roster that can make that happen. I would like to know who those guys are.
I disagree. I start with Jay Crowder for one. For two, you have two of the best rim protectors in the league, so there's already going to be instant hesitation. So I think two in your starting lineup. You know what I mean? So I think if you're worried about guys getting downhill, you got some things going for you if you're the Bucks already built in. That's my opinion.
I got you. All right. We're going to sit back and see. I don't agree with that opinion. From what I've seen with the Bucks, they got one of their biggest issues is the same as like what my Lakers is. You got to have guys on that backcourt that can stop guards from getting in that lane. And guards dominate. They just dominate this situation. I know bigs are the best in the league right now, but if you can't stop these little guards from getting in that lane, they are going to destroy you. And I just don't see it taking place.
I'm gonna give you my honest opinion on that. Like, so, and it's always honest, but anyway, I feel like, you know, at the highest levels, there's very few guys that really get stops. There's not many Drew Holidays in the league, right? That really can go get a guy and just like, you know, make it a rough night for him. There's only a few guys with there's a lot of really good team defenses, right? And I think the Bucks just got a new coach and he's putting in his stuff and they're getting better as a unit. It's been 4 games, I think 5 in an hour. They're about to play. So I think, you know, it's these things, again, I try to tell, you know, me and T go back and forth. We got to talk about the Knicks. But these things take time. You know what I'm saying? And that's the point. It's like you can't really hold them accountable so fast. You know, that's what practice is for. That's what the season is even for. That's why, you know, it takes time for these people for the coach to implement his schemes. Because I think at the highest level, there isn't just a guy you're going to trade for and he's just going to like stop everybody. Like, it doesn't work like that. You got to put your schemes in. Guys got to know their rotations. And when they do it at a high level through repetition, through practice, through games, then you can see a team that can get stops. It's a team that gets stops at the highest levels. Most of these guys are so good, you're just not going to stop them from getting in the lane. But now if you got rim protection and the right schemes, you got a shot. And that's the way I look at it. That's why I think the Bucks are good.
Pastor, I want to get to you guys. I'm gonna start with Coach, then I'm going to you, Pastor.
All right.
Golden State Warriors, man. Clay was upset the other night for getting benched when the game was on the line. He was speaking about it in a post-game interview. The Warriors said they're not going to trade Clay. They're going to, so that lets me feel right there that they're probably going to extend him, but not the money he wants. But they're probably going to give him an extension because if they didn't think he was going to come to an extension, they wouldn't just keep him on the team, in my opinion. So the situation with the Warriors, man, how do you feel right now? They struggling, bro. They out of the play-in picture, man. Coach, if you first then Pastor, should they blow it up, or what should they do? How do you think they should approach this?
I told you before, I think they got to get taller, bro. I know it sounds like that's probably very basic, but I think you look at
what positions?
At the 5, I think they need a big, like a legitimate, you know, 5 that can stop no one can stop Jokic, by the way. But like, you know, a legit 5, I think helps them astronomically. I still believe in Steph as being one of the best players in the league. I think Clay can still help you. I think they got pieces. Long story short. But I think you got to get taller, bro. Just being said, like, you got not only when you look at the Nuggets and what's been winning in the league is, to me, it's 3 guys that I think are the 3 best players in the league are Jokic, Embiid, and Giannis, and all of those teams are big, bro. And I think, you know, most of those teams have 1 or 2. Like even you could talk about the Nuggets, but you know, it ain't just him. You know what I'm saying? Even Porter at the 3 is 6'10". You know what I'm saying? And shooting the ball lights out. You know, Gordon, and you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, I feel like, you know, if I'm Golden State, I need to get taller. I need to be able to have bigs to battle with Jokic down low. And I would let, you know, Steph do what he does. But I think they got to get bigger. Long story short.
Pastor, what you got on that?
Yeah, I agree. They definitely need a big man. somebody that can stretch it. Kelly Olynyk will help them. He's 6'11". He could shoot. I think he could fit with them decent enough. It's hard matching Denver because they got two incredible 6'10" athletic dudes that can jump up and touch the top of the backboard and make change.
Facts.
So it's really hard matching up with that 3 and 4 athletically
Yeah.
and strength wise because they both are strong dudes. But I think Golden State, they just need to tweak little things. You know what I'm saying? I like some of their young Kaminga's finally coming on. I've always liked Moody, actually. I've always liked him. He's just solid in my personal opinion. The little Porzingis or whatever, not Porzingis, but something with the Porzipsky, whatever his name is. I like his swag. I like what he's doing. Clay, they just got to have a realistic conversation with Clay, bro. They just have to have, with both of them, Clay and Draymond. Draymond, you're going to have to calm down. And Clay, you got to come to realization that you're just not going to get back to where you were. You had these injuries later. You're just not going to be able to get there. We're going to honor you, but we can't just break the bank just because you Klay Thompson. You know, you're not performing on a max level, so we're not going to pay you that. And this ain't no years of service because we already paid you for that. You know, you got paid handsomely all your years here. You've been on a max deal pretty much the whole time you've been here. You see what I'm saying? So you got plenty of bread. We want to keep you here. Now, if that ain't good enough and you decide you want to walk, we can't do nothing about that. But I would have my hands not trading him at all. And again, anytime you have a Hall of Famer and a superstar, somebody that's a face of your franchise like Clay is, you never commit to trade them, ever. You just don't. That person would have to tell you, yes, I'm going to trade. To me, like the Boston situation, what Danny Ainge did, I know people said that was dirty, blah, 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 blah. Maybe with the Paul Pierce because he came up there, but them other dudes, they got traded in there. They're not Celtics all-time great. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't there forever. I'm not tripping on that. Clay, though, I would. I'm not just going to trade him to say, well, I got to get some assets. I drafted the dude. What assets I gave up? I drafted him. I ain't gave up no assets to get him. I drafted this dude. So if he makes a big stink out of it and feels disrespected because he ain't getting the money he thinks he deserves, at the end of the day, that'll be fine. But I will put a contract out there that's honorable and respectful to him for the level that he's at now. And then I would also let Steve Kerr know this is his role. This is just what he needs to do. And we need to move on with these other dudes in these positions because, like, defensively, I think Moody needs to get a lot of the minutes. He's better defensively now than Clay is. You know, Clay just can't move like that. And his shot is just flat out inconsistent. So I think they got younger guys that can actually help them. They just can't be loyal to these old heads that won't do things the right way or inconsistent because Draymond won't do things the right way all the time. And Clay is just inconsistent now because he's getting older. Father Time is just getting with the dude. He can keep working hard and all that, but I'm not breaking the bank for Clay. They're already way over payroll-wise. They got to figure out how to get that. You can't be paying that kind of money and be a playing team or not even making it. Like now they're 12? They're not even in the playoff hunt. And you got don't they got the highest payroll in the NBA or second highest in the NBA? You can't keep no, you can't do that. That's bad business. So Clay, you just got to have that real conversation with. If he decides to go off the deep end, it'll be on him. You stay respectful and honorable to him. And the same thing with Draymond. You either gonna comply, bro, get your shit together, or we will. Now again, we understand you've been the transmission of this team, but you can't keep doing this, embarrassing our franchise, bro. You just can't. And we done rolled with you all these years, and you turn into a damn psycho. So you got to get this stuff in order. You just got to get this stuff in order, bro. You got to, or we're going to have to do something with you. That's how I would handle that.
I'll be quick with my
assessment. What do the Warriors need to do, man? What do the Warriors need to do, man?
Just two things. Curry needs to stop being this Mr. Nice guy, go to the front office and put pressure on that team to make moves. And secondly, Chris, Steve Kerr needs to do what Greg Popovich did, adjust to what the NBA is doing. The Spurs were still the Spurs, even with Timmy, Parker, and Ginobili, but they made an adjustment offensively, more ball movement, more shooting. I think Golden State needs a legitimate big man of some sort. They need some low post scoring. In this NBA in today's day and age, to compete in the West with AD and Joker, you need some type of low post scoring. And I need Steve Kerr to adjust to what's happening in our league. And he's not doing it. But I need Steph Curry to stop being Mr. Nice Guy, go up top at that new Chase Arena, Cope. It's a nice arena too, bro. I've been there a few times. And go talk to those guys up there and pressure them. Listen, he's earned the right to do that without being looked at in, this bad way. But for me, that's it. Simple as that.
Yo, mass swear guys is just
I know. Crazy, Cope. I know.
Cole, what is? Hey, hold on. Now, Cole, I want you to respond to that. Why is Master sitting? Curry just need to go up there and say, "This is how it goes." Like,
Mass, you too smart for that, bro. I'm gonna say this, like, you too smart for that, bro. Like, at least, like, rewind this, go watch this again, and really hear what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
The game is not that simple. You know what I'm saying? Just put that being said.
I know that, Chris. Chris, when I say go up top to the front office, I don't mean like in that type of way. There's a way to do it without doing it the way. Listen, I'm being funny, but I know what you mean when you say that. I'm saying he can still go up there and put pressure on the organization in a professional way.
Hey, hold on, Mass.
He's 35.
While I got you here, Mass. While I remember this, I'm going to go back to this real quick. Cole, I need you to answer this for Mass. Yeah. Mass consistently comes out here and says that Giannis has no bag, none of this stuff. To that, you say what?
I say he has a ring. He has how many MVPs and Defensive Player of the Year?
2.
He's clearly top 3 on everybody's list. Anybody who has some sense.
Not my list.
Top 3.
You said who has some sense.
Oh, we know. But he's top 3. So whatever, everybody's always gonna have an opinion of what they find, sexy or what they enjoy in a guy. Pause. But like that being said, like I think you can't deny what he brings to the table every night.
How do you average 31 a game, Coach, with no bag? Like inability to how you average 31 on 57% from the field with no bag? You have no ability to
pretty hard to do that.
Hey, Copeland, when a team takes away his plan A, driving to the lane, bulldozing, if you take away Giannis's go-to move, which is playing downhill, and the keyword is high pressure moments. Hold on, Cole. High pressure moments in the fourth quarter. I take away his best attribute. What's his go-to move after that?
How does he still average 31?
I didn't ask that question. I'm asking Cope. See, stop doing that.
No, I'm asking. No, I'm just asking you a question.
Bro,
you said
that's the answer. The ticket just asked you.
You said they take some away.
You're not answering the question, Cope.
No, I'm asking. Hold on, Matt. I want to ask you a question. You said, hold on, Matt. Hold on 1 second.
The ticket just asked you.
You said, hold on, Matt. You said they take some away from them. You said so when they take. Hold on, but Pastor, this is my question to Matt. Cope, listen to this. Matt said, hold on, but listen to what you said, Matt. You said when they take some away from Giannis, what is his go-to move? Okay, cool, no problem. I'm just asking you a question. If they taking some away from him, why is he still averaging 31 in the playoffs and in the regular season? What are they taking away from him?
Copeland. His efficiency drops terribly in the postseason because
let me look
he's a high-volume shooter.
What?
Listen, hey, Cope. Versus the Boston, versus the Miami Heats, right? They have the personnel to make it tough on him. Elder. It's funny how Ticket and Cope ain't answering my question. If you take away his plan A, it's a basic question, Cope.
Hey, hold on.
What's his go-to move?
Mass. The reason I don't think they answer it, because it's like, I'll give you another comparison with it. It's like saying, well, if a team takes away Kareem's hook shot, what's his next move? They can't take, hold on. Nobody ever, in the whole 20-some years he played, nobody took away, hold on, bro. The whole 20 years he played, nobody took away his hook shot. They couldn't. And it's the same with Giannis. They built walls. They do all this stuff. They still can't take
Boston
it away.
took it away in the postseason.
Pastor, no, Pastor, that's not true. Pastor, do you know what Giannis's field goal percentage is the last 5 years in the playoffs, even though Matt says they take away his big move? Hold on.
55.
Here's his field goal percentage in the playoffs, not regular season, in the playoffs, the last 5 years when they built on a wall against him. 52, 49, 56, 56, 49, and 57.
How about versus Boston, Cope? Hey, Cope.
Wow.
That's
we did versus Boston.
That's in the playoffs.
No,
that's in the playoffs.
Hold
on, Matt. And let me give you his average in the playoffs. Hold on.
Yeah.
31.7.
You're not slick.
30.2. Hold on. I'm giving you.
He's giving you his averages.
What do you his career average? Hold on. His career average in the 8 years he's been in the playoffs is 26.6 points per game.
How about
12 rebounds, 5.2 assists, 1 steal, 1.3 blocks per game. Hold on, man. Check this out, man. On 52% from the field. That's every year he plays
Boston, Copeland. What's he doing versus Boston in the playoffs?
No, I'm saying every year. Hold on, man. What did KD do versus Boston? Yo, guys.
Hey, deflection. He's deflecting.
No, that's what you do. Whenever we talk about KD, you bring up Giannis.
Is Boston your favorite team or something? I'm just trying to follow.
No, he just like KD.
I'm a Rockets fan.
He a KD fan too.
I'm a Rockets fan.
Oh, that's why he's like this, because it's a KD.
You know,
hey, Cole, what's his go-to move?
Did you know?
What's his bread and butter?
Again, he don't need a go-to move.
Did you know?
You can't stop his number one move.
If you take Shaq's dunk away, what's
his other move? If you take his jump hook, what's his other move?
Care?
The difference is this, though, Cope. A team has a tougher time taking that away. I can scheme for Giannis and take his best attribute away.
Why have not any team done it?
Did you see the numbers? Ticket just laid out for you?
And
he's still hold on, man. You want me to tell you what he averaged in the Boston series? You want me to tell you what he averaged against Boston?
Give me his field goal percentage in the Boston series. It dropped 30% in the postseason.
49% from the field.
49%.
So he was averaging 59% in the regular season, and in the postseason he's still at 50%.
This is crazy, man. This dude ain't got no go-to move.
Bro, man,
straight up and down those special effects, Cope.
Hey, how many points did he average against Boston?
Straight up and down those special effects.
Bro, hold on, man. Let me ask you a question.
50% is not low efficiency.
Right.
50% is not low efficiency.
It's not.
It's not his standard, but that's
Giannis shot 46% from the field versus Boston. Take his line, but go ahead.
Against who?
Boston.
No, okay, that's 1 year. The other year he shot 50 or 49.
They played him one time in the postseason.
No, he played it twice.
Once.
I'm looking at his playoffs, bro. I got the whole playoffs right here.
You just lied, man. You just lied.
I got the whole playoffs right here.
First you said 50. Boston, I corrected you. Said 46.
He played the Heat. Hold on. He played the Heat 2 times. Boston 2 times. He also played Atlanta. He played. What are you talking about? He played. Who else is this right here?
Brooklyn.
He played Toronto. Got walked down.
Hold on.
He was up 2-0 versus Toronto. Kawhi walked down.
He played Toronto. What are you talking about?
I know. Toronto walked him down. He was up 2-0. Go ahead, man.
Hold on. Come on. Again, I'm cool with that. No problem. You got that, right?
Yeah, I know you're cool with it. Yeah.
Why can't the question we asked you is though, how is he still averaging 30?
Because NBA soft.
Hold on.
It's a soft hair and a soft league.
I got one question.
Cope averaged 15 this year.
Your guy's KD,
Four
right?
threes a game.
Hold on, man. Your guy's KD. Your guy got a whole bag and everything else, right? Why Giannis been averaging more points in the last 5 years in the league?
Because KD's not required to average 30 points a game like Giannis is.
Huh?
Different teams, different personnel.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I forgot. He's stacking the deck.
Different personnel. Duh.
He's stacking the deck with super teams, but you still hold on. But Giannis still, Giannis still got to give you 30 playing with Dame Dollar, right? Okay, cool, no problem.
Hey, hold on. Before I go, because I got to go. Cope, me and Ticket got to bet $500 that the Bucks don't win the championship.
Hey, hold on. Cope thinks they're going to win the chip.
Yeah, I'm team Ticket.
Can I bet you $200, Cope?
I actually think Matt's going to get that bread this year. I think Matt's going to get that money.
Hey, Pastor. Matt's going to be right here to pay up. Matt's going to be right here to pay up.
Hey, Bucks ain't winning this year.
I don't know.
Before you go, hold on, Matt. Before you go.
I don't know if you're good for it. But it's a bet.
Good for it. Hold on.
Yeah, we got you. Hold on, we got you, Cope. We got you. So look, hold on. He said he got you, Cope. We got you. That ain't nothing. So look, hold on. So I want to get this to you, man.
No,
I'm gonna go to you first. So this is what they did to us, Cope. You see that on your screen right there, dog?
Oh wow.
So me and Pastor, we was on here the other day talking about the situation with LeBron James, and I told Pastor, like, look, Pastor, man, I tell you straight up, bro. Like, if LeBron won all these trades and stuff like that, and he don't want to get the blame if they go wrong, then why don't he just coach the team and be the owner of the team, bro? How they go on Undisputed today and talk about LeBron James coaching the Lakers now?
Hey, you popping?
And taking our topics.
You popping?
This is hold on. I want to say this, right? And I meant when I said, like, for me, like, if you have that much of a problem with D-Ham and your players on your team, because, you know, his guys in the media came on TV and said he wants trades. He did the whole Knicks thing. I don't know how you feel about if he's going to end up with the Knicks or not, Cope. But, you know, he did the whole wearing the Knicks towel, wearing the Knicks colors and stuff like that to the game to try to put pressure on the Lakers. My whole thing was this, bro. Like, I think some guys should be allowed to be player coach. Since you know everything, since they say you know all the stuff, let you be the player and the coach. That way, Darvin Ham and these guys ain't got to get all this blame when they lose. They used to have player coaches at one time, Coach.
Mm-hmm.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel like who did it? It was
Bill Russell. Bill Russell.
Yeah.
And he won a championship doing it too, didn't he, Pastor?
Yeah.
So
now,
like
he
said,
he wasn't like the main player on the teams back then.
Right.
You know, he had but he still the Bronze would be different. It would
now
definitely
Pastor said this. Pastor said, Mass and Coach, that if LeBron was the coach of the Lakers and win the chip, he said he'd go.
Yep.
That's something you ain't seen nobody do at that level. Like he would have to do it.
Yep.
That's
So that you say what, Mass?
It's just ridiculous that this is even a topic because it's not going to happen. I don't think
No,
LeBron
it should happen.
He a chicken. He ain't gonna do it.
Hold on. Let me answer the question, please. I don't think LeBron James' IQ is that high to be a coach. I think. Let me finish, dude. Yeah. Let me finish, please. This is the same dude out of a timeout in the finals who didn't even know his team had no timeouts. So I don't trust his basketball IQ. Okay, he's a great player, but to coach, listen, great players don't make good coaches. Coach, you know this. They just don't. And so LeBron, being the sneaky diva he is, he gonna be the coach and player. Come on, man, that's crazy.
Larry Bird won Coach of the Year.
He's not Larry Bird. Larry Bird's better than him, but go ahead.
No, but you said great players don't make great coaches. I'm saying Larry Bird.
I love it.
Okay, he's the exception to the rule. Okay, what that mean?
Jason Kidd
Jason Kidd is not considered one of the great. He's a very good player. He's not great. He's a good player. He's not great.
No. He was
not
great. Jake, hold on, player.
He's a great player.
Bro,
He's not in those conversations. I'm talking about the MJs. You know, the Kobe's, LeBrons.
No. But Jake Kidd is an all-time great.
But he's not even considered a great coach, though. He ain't considered a great coach.
Right. I mean,
he's not there.
You bailing him out.
He's not there.
You bailing him out. But
I'm just keeping it a buck, man. I still, even in these conversations, I have to keep it a buck. I have to keep it a buck. I ain't gonna try to push it one way or the other.
It is not considered a great.
I said compared to the Kobe, MJs.
He ain't on that level.
I didn't say
We
that
all
level.
know that.
Level.
Jake Kidd is a great. And that's
he's a great point guard.
Yeah, he's a Hall of Famer.
He's
a great point guard.
Hey, do anybody up here? Because my boy AK got a question. Do anybody up here think the Cavs gonna win the chip? Because AK been going crazy.
No.
He been going crazy, saying, "Man, we the hottest team in the league."
Second round.
We won 14 out of 15 games.
Hey, he the pass. Ticket. That nigga the voice of the streets. Tell him to tell the streets second round exit. Damn it. AK, we love you, brother.
You said, what he said? You said tell the streets what?
Tell the streets second round exit. Tell them
I got to ask Coach one question.
Tell
that's the one thing we all agree on. You know, we all say the same thing.
Salute AK. That's my nigga AK.
No.
Second round exit. Tell the streets that.
Hey, Coach, I'm about to leave.
Shit with that shot jacker they got on.
Coach, I'm going to Boston for my birthday Thursday. And so I know you've been there a few times.
Happy birthday, bro.
Yeah, thank you, man. I just turned 41. Yeah. What's a good spot to eat out there, man? Boston. I'm going to a Boston game too out there.
Boston, damn.
Yeah, Boston. Where'd you go, man?
See, I didn't. It's been a while. I ain't been to Boston.
Okay.
Man, Cole probably order room service.
Yeah. I would be ordering room service
probably.
Right.
You got too much hue in your service.
Coach, that room service be good sometimes too, don't it?
I'm gonna find you a dope spot.
Hey, Coach, that room service be good sometimes too, don't it?
What? Hidden.
You're on point.
Yeah. Hey, so look, let's close out by talking about this, yo.
Wait, no, I got a topic.
Go ahead.
Because I gotta hit you. The Knicks.
Oh, okay, let's get it. So look, okay, hold on. So do you think
I was
hold on. So no, hold on. Let's get to this right now. Let's get to this right now, right? Because me and Pastor, we had an argument today, right? We had an argument today about the Knicks. Me and Pastor, Maz was in here too. So Pastor was in here telling me and Maz that the Lakers couldn't have used Julius Randle. The Knicks don't want Julius Randle. They don't believe in Julius Randle. He ain't that dude. I'm like, Pastor, the man is a perennial all-star, perennial all-NBA performer, and the Knicks have been in the playoffs for the first time since you and Melo and them went to the playoffs with Julius Randle, starting with him going back over there leading that team. You know how hard it is to go in New York when they're trash and they're not playing well and turn around that franchise, and he did it when he was the lead guy before Brunson even came over there. Go ahead, Coach.
Facts. I can't say anything to that. Like that, that's just it is what it is. It's all facts right there.
Coach, what I said, so you know how Ticket is good at spinning that stuff.
I said what you said.
No, you didn't. You put it out there.
You said you didn't want.
Let me finish, nigga. There you go. Pipe down, nigga. Hey, what I said was and again, my source is Kareem, our boy Kareem from the Kareem Report. He lives in New York. He said when Randle and them did all that, it wasn't no major buzz with Randle. And with all the bad media and everything happened, Randle was not the guy they trust in. The people of New York ain't ride with Randle like that. That's what he told me. He said, now Brunson, he got the whole city lit on fire. That's what he said. They believe in Brunson. And again, Julius Randle's contract could have been traded the last 3 years. The Knicks ain't been sold on Julius Randle.
Whoa,
You ain't heard
Elder.
them. You ain't heard them saying he can't be
Hold
traded.
on, man. I
All
want
this
to hear
kind
what
of
Colt
stuff.
got to say. Then I'm gonna let you go. Go ahead, Colt.
At the end
Wait,
of the
hold on,
day,
Colt. To what Pastor just said, what do you have to say as far as Julius Randle was concerned? Do you agree with that? Because I told him Randle
I would
came before
100%
Jalen
agree.
Brunson and had the guard jumping. Go ahead. What you got, Colt?
I agree with what you said as far as you got to put respect on Randle's name, but 100% Brunson's the guy. 100%.
and again, I put respect on Randle's name. He is a perennial all-star, but the teams in this league, they don't view him as that guy that's going to get you over the top. They don't look at him that way. And I said the problem with Randle is he got to have a ball in his hand to be effective. Brunson has shown I can play with anybody, with the ball, without the ball. It doesn't matter. When you can play with a guy like Luka, who got the highest usage rate in the league, and still do your thing, you proven it don't matter if you got the ball or not. You gonna get it done. And Brunson is that dude, and they respect that. But Julius Randle's not that guy. So we were talking about this. Hold on. We were talking about this. Hold on. You need to understand the context we were talking about this. Because Ticket got this burp his ass about LeBron James and the Lakers getting something for him. That's what this all came from. Getting something for LeBron James, since they shouldn't be loyal to him. He ain't been loyal to them. Trade him and get it. And the first thing I said was, first off, there's not one other of these 29 teams that is actually going to trade $47 million of assets if LeBron James is not 100% on board with the deal. There's not one team that'll do it. He's trying to push this narrative still that you should do it if you're the Lakers. They can't do it. There's not a team that's going to do it if LeBron says, I'm not coming. And even if a team was bold enough to say, you know what, we still going to trade for LeBron. LeBron's the type of dude that's going to get there, and because of every game he played in the last 3 years, he's been questionable for every game. He's going to make sure he's questionable for that first game, and he's going to probably do some kind of injury or something. I got surgery, and he ain't going to play. So
do you agree with that, Colt? Do you agree if LeBron? Hold on. I want him to answer your question, Pastor. Do you agree with Pastor said if LeBron gets traded to a team he didn't ask to, that he'll shut it down?
I don't think that's a real scenario. I don't see LeBron doing that.
So you hold on, time out. You actually think if a team said I want to trade for you, LeBron, and LeBron has his guys go to that team and say, look, don't trade for me. We don't want to come there. First of all, LeBron don't want to be traded. He don't even want that on his legacy. He don't want to be traded. That's why old boy just came out and said, we ain't being traded, and we didn't ask to be traded. Listen to the words his agent said. We're not getting traded. He didn't say, we hope not to be traded. We don't think we're getting traded. He was definitive. He said, we not getting traded. How can you say that if you don't feel like you control that scenario? Then he said, we ain't asking to be traded. So if you go beyond that, and you a team and you don't work with the Lakers, and you say, we want you, LeBron, come on over here, and then the Lakers are bold enough to pull that trade off and still do it, you think LeBron gonna just show up and play? That's what you really believe, Cole?
Yes, I do. I don't think LeBron would cheat the game. He's
nigga, stop. This nigga been cheating the game. Man, please. Hold on a second.
I don't think if
he cheated the game before, Cole.
Oh my God.
He cheated the game before.
You asked me my opinion. I don't think he would do that.
This nigga took a 2-week vacation.
Doesn't he have a no trade clause?
No, he doesn't.
Perkins lied about that, but
hold on. Let me ask you this then, Pastor. Now watch this, Colt. Watch this. So, Colt, let me ask you this. So let's say Pastor's right and LeBron say he don't want to be traded. Now let's say, shout out to King AK-47. Let's say the Lakers say, no, we're gonna trade you back to Cleveland the same way he did D-Wade, trade D-Wade back to Miami, right? Do you think he would shut it down in Cleveland, Colt?
No, I think LeBron on Cleveland changes things for them.
You have to give up $47 million of assets. Who's coming back for LeBron?
Yeah, that
ain't the same team.
The whole picture.
That's not the same team.
If you give up, let's say they give up. Let's say they feel. Hey, let's say they feel. All right, let's say they feel like they're not gonna keep Spidey, and they say, you know what, we're gonna trade Spidey, take a shot with LeBron coming back, and then try to draft his son in the draft coming up, right? Let's just say they do that with Spidey's contract, right?
That ain't even Steven. Spidey 30-something. You still gotta add more players.
Right. No, I'm saying you can do that with Spidey and one other. You can do that with Spidey and somebody like the guard that they got from Miami. So, anyways, like I said, let's say
This
you
is
do that,
so
right?
unrealistic. This is so
No, I'm
unrealistic.
saying no. Hold on, Pastor.
This
I'm
is
just saying.
never going to happen. I
I'm
like
just
to give
asking.
you.
Hold on, Pastor. Hold on. I'm just asking Colt. In that type of situation, do
It'll
he
never
think Bron
happen
would
though.
still sit it out? No, I'm just asking. Do he
But
think Bron would
you
still?
given a situation.
In any hold on, forget that. In any situation that Bron gets, if he was to get traded against his will, do you think he would sit out in any situation, Colt?
No, I don't. Well, I mean, come on, like, yeah, of course, there's a situation that exists.
No, I ain't talking about the worst teams. I'm talking about teams.
Yeah,
I'm
if
talking
you
about,
disrespect them, like, yeah, there's a situation that exists.
yeah,
That
like
is
if they
totally.
traded.
Hold on.
Yeah.
The whole scenario we're talking about is disrespectful to LeBron. Again, we're ignoring what his
No,
agent said.
trading is not. I don't think trades are disrespectful.
You're ignoring
Me
what
neither.
his agent said. His agent was definitive. We will not be traded.
A lot of agents
And
say that though,
we did
Pastor.
not. No. They don't speak like that. No, not that.
No, I'm
Not
talking
that
about.
definitive.
I ain't talking about on the record. I'm talking about
He
they'll
said
say this
we
in
will
passing.
not be traded, and we didn't request the trade.
But Pastor, we've heard general manager of teams say we're not going to trade a player and they trade him the next day. They told DeRozan
not a player on
they wasn't going to trade him and trade him the next day.
not a player on LeBron James's level. No, you haven't. You haven't heard a GM talk about a player like LeBron James on that level and say I'm not trading, then trade him the next day. You ain't never heard that. Stop it. Quit acting like this ain't a real business, y'all. This man controls the NBA. He has all the power in the NBA. So if he says I'm not getting traded, guess what? He ain't gonna be traded.
I think the Cavs is a realistic team. I think the Cavs is a
He
realistic
is,
team.
and then he gonna
Coach,
walk.
I think it's two realistic teams you could trade him to, or three. I think the Cavs.
Pickett want that so bad. He want that
I'm
so
saying
bad.
no. I'm not saying. I'm just saying.
He
Pastor,
want that so bad.
No, Pastor. I'm just giving you a scenario. I'm being honest.
These are not real
I think
scenarios.
it's three. Hold on, but Pastor. I think it's three realistic scenarios in the league. I think
don't.
it's the Cavs. Hold on, Pastor. I think it's the Cavs. I think it's the Knicks, and I think it's the Miami Heat. I think those are the three different scenarios that could be realistic as far as a trade. The reason why I said the Knicks is because we already understand what's going on with that right now. The reason why I said the Cavs is because that's his hometown. I don't think he would shut it down, and I think the Cavs may feel like, you know what, with LeBron, with the point guard, with the big fella, with the two big fellas they got, Evan Mobley and those guys, with the bench that they still gonna have, they may feel like that they can make a good run in the East. You know what I'm saying? And take a shot. So, and then Miami would say, okay, we give you Hero and some of these other contracts that we got to add up to the 47 million. Yeah. And then they put the Bron with Jimmy and Bam. I don't think Bron would say no to that. I don't think he would say, nah, I ain't showing up to play. I think if he got traded to Miami, he would look at that like, hold on, they've been in the finals 2 out of the last 4 years. You know what I'm saying, Cole? Like,
I don't agree with this at all. I don't agree with nothing you saying.
I don't think it's gonna happen. But if these scenarios,
I don't agree with nothing he's saying.
I do,
because it don't fit LeBron James and it don't fit his talent. It don't fit him as a person. LeBron is making all these moves now for his legacy. Every single thing he's doing is to enhance his legacy. Now, winning always enhances your legacy, so that is always in the equation. But LeBron has always shown for 21 years in the league that he wants to control the narrative when it comes to his winning. He ain't controlling shit in Miami. That's not an option. He ain't even gonna control nothing in Cleveland no more. That's not an option. No, I don't think he will. Because Cleveland came out real quick when them trade rumors started coming up. And they made their statement real clear. I'm telling you, the play is simple. He's going to play out this year like he's always done. And he's always giving little small hints and clues when he leaving. He's doing the same dumb stuff now. It's played out. He will go to New York, and New York has the options to do the two things he wants. The team is strong enough. They don't have to give up the assets that he needs to win with, because if he come as a free agent, it doesn't matter. And they have the draft capital to manipulate the draft to get his son in one of the weakest drafts of all time. They got enough draft picks to manipulate it to get him. It fits his narrative, but it don't fit his narrative to be traded just because the Lakers are butthurt from the stuff LeBron has did. I'm telling you, Jeannie Buss is grateful for LeBron.
Hey,
he saved
Coach,
her legacy. He saved
I want to ask
her.
you, Coach.
She
I want to
ain't
ask
gonna
you a
do that to
question
him.
about. I want to ask you something about me and Elder was talking about, Coach. I want to get your opinion. I'm gonna let it go back to Elder. We got about 10 more minutes. Coach, the question I want to ask you is do you think that the Lakers should do you think that the Los Angeles Lakers need to make moves at the deadline? And if not, if so, what moves you think they need to make? And if not, do you, with the team as constructed, do you think they're good enough to make a run?
I'd make a move.
What move would you make?
What move would I make?
Like what position? Not player, but like what position you looking at? Like where you would look to make a move?
I mean, with LeBron and AD, you solid. D'Lo actually been playing since they started saying his name. He played well for a good stretch. What I don't know. I had to think on that, bro. What would you say to
I
that?
thought about it. I got it.
Yeah, I'm curious.
Pastor got something. I'm gonna let Pastor run what he got by. Pastor surgical with that thing when he come to talk about that trades and moves. I do like the move he said. You might like the move he said when he said, "Go ahead, Pastor."
I got two trades that the Lakers could do. They're a simple little trade, and it helps their team tremendously. The two things the Lakers.
But Pastor, hold on. Before you say what you do, you got to give up you can't cheat the system, Pastor. You got to give up the guys. Because I know what you're gonna do, but you got to give up the guys you would give up to get those guys.
Yes. I'm gonna say the whole thing. Because you got to have value for value. If the trade don't work for both teams, it ain't a good trade. It's not gonna happen. Go ahead. You ain't giving up trash
you said it to me earlier, but I didn't hear who you said you were saying. That's why I said that.
Oh, okay. I might have got cut off. What I would do is the guy that's going to be traded to me would be Rui Hachimura. He's the guy that has enough value that teams could actually use, right? And I can get back what I need. That's what I would do. Rui Hachimura would be the guy I traded if I went with the Utah Jazz trade. And I would get back Kelly Olynyk and I would get back Chris Dunn for Rui Hachimura. Those two guys come in, help AD, stretch the floor, high IQ, banger, so AD don't have to do it. I got another guard, hoping that Gabe Vincent comes back later in the year, that can help out Dunn, that can help stop the penetration. Now, again, we got to get healthy. I got to get Reddish back. Hopefully Vando play. Even if he don't, I got to get Gabe. I got to get two of them guys back out of Vando, Gabe, and Gabe Vincent and Reddish. I got to get at least two of them back because I still need perimeter help to stop that. But I would do that with Chris Dunn because I like him. He can run the second team. I like his corner three now. I like him. He's a dog. I like that dude. Now, if I went the Chicago route, I'm trading Gabe Vincent's contract. Now, people would say, well, why the hell would Chicago want Gabe Vincent's contract? Well, one, all their guards are going to be gone. They finna let DeRozan walk. Lonzo hurt, probably never play again. You got Kobe White, and that's about it. Everybody else is finna be gone. So I'm sending Gabe Vincent over there, and my enticing thing for them is you get the 2029 first-round pick. Everybody in the world want that damn pick for some reason. Well, you can have it. I'm going to give you Gabe Vincent and the 2029 pick, but I want Caruso and I want Drummond back. I think the Bulls would bite for that. Those two dudes really help the Lakers. First off, they've already been there, so they know the system. They know what's going on, so they would fit right in. Caruso, one of the best defensive perimeter guards in the league, knock down big shots, not afraid of the moment. And y'all see what Drummond been doing, destroying the league this year. He would be better with the Lakers now than he was when he came the first time with him and AD. That's the trades that I would do to make the thing work for the Lakers. Those two trades is what I would do.
I see the second one. I actually do see a second one. As far as you said, Rui, if you could get Rui and get those two, if you could, I think.
You mean hold on? You mean the Utah trade or the Bulls trade?
Not the Utah. I mean, it makes sense. But I really like that the Bulls when you talking about
that. I got to give up Gabe for that. The money wise, because Caruso make like 9 and old boy make minimum. He on a minimum, so I'm giving up Gabe in that first. That's how the money works. You got to take Gabe's contract, but you're getting one of the hottest first-round picks that everybody wants. And for that, you got to give up Caruso because Drummond, even though he's playing well, he's not worth a first-round pick. Caruso probably is in a lot of people's eyes, but you got to eat Gabe's contract to get it because I don't see a team just give you that.
Pastor, what does Drummond bring to the Lakers this time he didn't bring the first time?
No, I'm saying he going to really
Are
bang.
you looking? Hold on. Are you looking at that like hold on 1 second, Pastor? Are you looking at that like a Dennis Schroeder situation where he didn't get it right the first time, but come back the second time and know what time it is?
No, I think he would have greater. Hey, just like D'Lo. D'Lo's another example. You got a greater understanding of what it takes to make it with the Lakers coming back the next time. But the way he's playing and the things that he does, his banging on the defensive end. Not saying he's a great interior defender. I'm not saying that. But him doing the bang instead of AD, letting him roam is great. And then one thing we can't deny, he's a gobbler up of the rebounds. That booger's going to get every rebound when he's on the floor, bro. So, and the Lakers could use that. They can use a good rebounder. So that's what I like. Now, he don't stretch the floor and all that, but the main thing I would want Drummond for is rebounding and making sure AD don't have to bang with these big centers for 35, 40 minutes a game. He can spell him for the majority of that and keep AD fresh for the end of the game. That's why I would want Drummond. And he's on a minimum contract.
But whose minutes is he cutting into? Christian Wood?
Oh, absolutely. He'll cut it more, actually, Christian Wood or Jackson Hayes. I don't give a flip. But again, you're moving. Well, that's right. On that deal, you don't move Rui, so you still have Rui. But yeah, I'm not tripping. Christian Woods is cool, but what has he done? Stop. No. Hell no. He's all right. We don't have to have him. We still got Rui. So yes, I would cut into Christian Woods, Jackson Hayes. Actually, I'm cutting in a little bit of ADs. I don't want to play AD as many minutes as I've had to play him. So AD giving up some minutes. They just play, him and LeBron both just played 40 minutes against the damn Hornets, bro. The Hornets. I understand you want to win that game, 3-game winning streak, all that. They should never have to play 40 minutes against the Hornets. Ever. A depleted Hornets team. No, see, AD giving up some minutes. See, the whole goal with Darvin Ham was to do what Milwaukee did that year. The year they won, remember? Nobody played more than 32 minutes. Giannis led the team in minutes at 32. The year they won. He's still trying to do that. I got a guy like Drummond. Oh, I can cut 80 minutes down. Now he's more effective. He don't have to play more minutes to get more numbers. He can be more effective. That's what I'm doing. Yes, sir. And then Caruso, you already know, right in the starting lineup. Then I can move old boy to his real position, in my opinion. I got D'Lo and Caruso on my backcourt. Then I'm putting old boy at the sixth man because I think that's the best position for him. You come in and run the second team. Austin Reeves. Him, Rui come in, light the teams up. I think that makes the Lakers a total different team because now you can't out-physical them. Remember how the Knicks played them the first time? Just bulldoze they tail. Same thing Denver does. Now I got size, athleticism, and everything for Denver. I got a bigger backcourt now. I got a 6'5" guy that can guard guys. Caruso and KCP, they can go at it. Let them do it. D'Lo, he won't his get back. He ain't ducked no smoke from everybody that with the teams that met Bruce Brown, all that messed him up in the playoffs. He been looking for them dudes. He been looking for them dudes this year. I love that. And he been lighting their tails up. Let's get it. That's what I'm doing if I'm the Lakers. That's what I'm doing.
I'm not gonna lie. I wish I thought of it myself. I think
you silly coach.
I think it makes sense.
Man, I always had a trade for the Lakers, man. They just don't listen. They don't listen.
I mean, when y'all start talking about trading LeBron, I think this shit is.
And again, I'm not talking about that, Coach. I said it to get mad at me, talking about I'm trying to be loyal. I'm not trying to be loyal. I'm telling people to understand how this works. LeBron will never be traded if he don't want to be traded. He's on that level. So I'm not going to sit here and give you trade scenarios that'll never happen. When this man said I'm not going to be traded, he didn't say I don't think, I don't hope. He said I'm not going to be traded. Guess what? He ain't going to be traded. He ain't. So he going to walk away, which I'm cool with. I'm cool. We didn't give up nothing to get you. You came as a free agent. Leave as a free. I'm good. Walk away. We'll take the little bit of cap space we get. We'll take it. Bye. Do your thing. Because I don't know what doors are going to open when he does walk away. I don't know what superstars will say, oh, now LA's an option. Oh, I want to go there. And start pushing their agents and pushing buttons to try to make it happen. I don't know. But I know he has to go for me to find out. So I'm cool with him doing what he needs to do for his legacy. Going over there to the Knicks. Enjoy. Hey, guess what? Think about that. If LeBron go over there to the Knicks, tell them bookers, hey, tell him to fire old boy. Because, he can't give no coach no credit. He ain't finna try to give old boy no credit over there. So go ahead and fire the coach. I'm going to come in as player coach. That's what LeBron needs to tell him. Then we're going to take this draft capital. We're going to get my son. So you'll have me and my son. You'll have Brunson, dad, and his son. Man, we finna make some money. We finna get this done. And we finna compete and win a championship. Because the East is still going to be a little bit easier route than the West. The West is still more stacked, in my opinion. We don't know what's going to happen with Philly, with this injury with Joel Embiid. I'm telling y'all this. I don't believe in the Bucks at all. Defensively, I don't believe in the Bucks at all. I know you do, Coach. I don't believe in the Bucks. So that only team over there that puts – if I got LeBron James with the Knicks, with the team they got now, he coming as a free agent. The only team over there I think that I need to really be focused on is the Boston Celtics. That's it. I ain't
Pastor, you
scared of
think
Cleveland. I ain't scared of Orlando. I ain't scared of Toronto. I ain't scared of Philly. I ain't scared of Milwaukee. I ain't scared of Indiana. I'm not scared of none of those teams. If I got the team that the Knicks got now, and I add LeBron James to that team as a free agent, because I think the rule says he can only make $10 million. But I think LeBron would do that to get with his son. I think he would.
hey y'all the close out because I gotta get out of here and watch this game.
Okay.
Close out. I'm gonna say this, Pastor. To the report today that said that Trae Young is now the betting odds favorite. If he gets traded, that he'll be moved to the Lakers. What do y'all say about that?
I think he's a hell of a player. Monster. He's a closer. Makes big shots, makes big plays. I like the trade. Elder just said a second ago. A little bit more. I like the idea of having.
Would you give up Austin Reeves in a deal for Trae Young, Cole?
You would have to.
They're gonna ask for Austin Reeves.
You would have
they ain't
to.
getting that deal without Austin Reeves.
Yeah, you would have to. And I probably would just because of how much he's going to have the ball. But that pick and roll, think about it. If I get a healthy Vando, I can kind of get away with that. Get me a defensive-minded two-guard and then have Vando out there playing two positions like he do when he's healthy defensively. Then that pick and roll with him and AD, Trae Young and AD, who in the world going to stop that, bro? You're not going to have a chance.
Trae Young and AD in a pick and roll is crazy.
Oh, my God. That's going to be sick. I would do that. And I'm not a Trae Young fan. But I would give up Reeves for Trae Young. I would.
And to the brother who said that Trae Young's shooting selection is bad, yeah, but it changes when you're playing with championship level teams.
Absolutely.
When you playing with real level teams, all that changes. You see how like Dame's shot selection is changing. He's not able to come down and just pull up from 30 like he did with Portland every time.
Real quick, remember what I told you. You know how Clutch move. If LeBron goes east, don't put it past Clutch to have some of their clients entice them to go west.
Right.
Tyrese Maxey ain't signed yet, y'all. And
right.
Joel Embiid jacked up. If you Tyrese Maxey and the way Philly played you and wouldn't give you that money when he wanted to, now LA open, you can go play with AD. And LeBron is in the East. You telling me that ain't enticing for Tyrese Maxey? What's Philly now?
They got the contracts. They can do D'Lo. They can do D'Lo.
No. If LeBron walks away and then D'Lo goes into free agency, you got the money right there.
No, but I'm saying even if you do a sign and trade, you got D'Lo, Reeves. You got the contracts to make it work.
Again, that's what I'm saying. But they'd have to sign him and trade him. Yeah, but what I'm saying is, man, I wouldn't put this past these dudes to do this.
I'll be honest with you. I don't think D'Lo would turn down Atlanta because he'd be the man.
No, he wouldn't. If LeBron is making moves, believe you me, Clutch is making moves to help LeBron. They are. They're making moves to help LeBron. So I would not be surprised to see them entice some of their players go west now since LeBron coming back east. They're not finna try to make the East more competitive. I'm telling you, man. Indiana's on the rise, but I wouldn't be worried about them.
Pastor, you're going to be wrong about the Bucks, though, man. We're going to get you
We're going to see, bro. I almost kind of want to get in on this bet with y'all niggas because I'm like, man, that's
you want to, man, listen, we not, bro, listen, let me tell you something, man. The Bucks, and I'm with Cope on this, they're not as bad as people think. The Bucks at their worst was still the second place in the East.
That just speaks about how the East is. It ain't as good as people think.
No. Hold on, Coach.
It ain't as good as people think.
This man keeps talking about the East ain't like that, bro. This man don't know the East got some squads, bro.
I'm not saying that, but they're not the West. I'm not saying the East ain't decent. They're not the
West. The West from top to bottom.
They're not the West.
For sure. But the top of the East.
The five teams, the top five teams in the East.
The fact that
they compete. Two, I know it.
They compete. That number two, it says a lot because the top of the East is very good.
Man, you put Brunson, LeBron, Julius Randle, OG Anunoby, all three of them big men come back healthy. Man, come on. The Knicks is piling people, bro. They ain't worried about nobody in the East. I'm telling you, they not. They not worried about no. You still got Hart, and Tizzle. You got all them dudes still.
And what he's saying, Ticket, what I was telling you, summertime, let's see who's available. Did I not say that? Okay.
Man.
Yo, chill, man.
This is what I said. So,
telling you, man.
But that's the type of Coach. But that's the type of move that Knicks should be building up to make, though. To really make it
this is what I said before. You was like, "What are they doing? What are they doing?"
No. Hold on, but Coach, I'm with you. So, Coach. So hold on. So, Coach, let me ask you.
Here we go.
So, because you're a former Knick, do you think they would go all the way in to get LeBron James to try to get it over the top?
They wouldn't.
That's all of that. That's all. Hey, because people are making me seem like I ain't make no sense when I said that they were going to go after LeBron full blast.
Of
Hey,
course.
people been talking about Dolan, the owner. Man, Dolan has shown you. If he gonna hire
Dolan ain't
Phil
running.
Jackson, if he gonna hire Isaiah Thomas, Derek, all these dudes, and give them Tom Thibodeau, if he gonna hire these dudes and let them do their thing, why the hell would he not get in bed with LeBron James?
Right.
Especially if
Dolan
LeBron
would
gives him the best option to make the Knicks great again.
for sure.
Man, he come there and win. Can y'all? I'm just keeping it a buck, y'all. He wins with the Knicks, Lakers, Cleveland. Are you serious? And Miami? Bro, stop.
Look,
Then if he fired
Yo,
Thibodeau
coach,
and
stop,
become
man.
the
Stop, Pastor.
if he
Stop saying
fires
this stuff,
Thibodeau
man.
and become the coach, it's really on, bro. Oh my God, it's
oh,
really
no,
on.
if he won with the Knicks, bro, I would love to hear the slander then.
Oh, hey, you
I'm in here
already know.
talking
Hey,
that
coach. If he win with the Knicks,
It's over.
he gonna have half the media talking about he to go.
No, he
I
gonna have
mean,
all the media saying he to go. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
come on now.
Everybody gonna say it, and I ain't gonna front ticket. He gonna
And
have me.
New York gonna be rolling too. New York
Bro,
gonna love
that
it.
I have to agree, it would be some impressive stuff. No matter what he does to do it, it would be impressive for him to go and take this franchise that ain't even sniffed the championship since the 70s, the early 70s. When I was born, that's when they was winning. God dang, that's 50 years ago.
A long time ago.
It would be impressive, bro. Just as impressive as it was when he won for Cleveland and when he resurrected the Lakers when they were the worst team in the league and got them a chip. Man, come on. This
Hey
man
man,
building his
shout out
resume.
to the Knicks, man. They got
He's
something
building
going.
his resume, bro, and I ain't tripping. It is what it is. It's a business. I ain't mad at him. If they go after it, I ain't mad. But he ain't gonna be traded. That I know. He will not be traded.
Yeah, he's not getting traded.
All right, man. We gone, man. Salute to all
All right.
y'all. We're gonna catch y'all on the next one. Pastor, this was fire right here. They saying Pastor's on fire, Cope is on fire, I'm on fire. Mr. Mass got cooked.
Get
20
them
boys
lights
got
up, then. Damn it. Get them
Mascot
lights up.
20
cooked,
boys,
bro.
20 boys got cooked, man.
20 boys got
Hey,
cooked.
we definitely gonna catch y'all on the next one.
All right.
And me and Cope, we working on something real big.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Believe
Can't
that.
wait.
Y'all think it's the game. We working on something. We got some cake baked for y'all. So
Right.
salute to my brother Pastor Rufus in the
Salute.
building. Salute to my boy Chris Copeland in the building. Y'all know Pastor was in here cooking today. Mass salute to you. Sherm and AK, man. Something wrong with you, bro. Something wrong
AK.
with you, AK.
AK. Tell the streets. Tell the streets. Second round. Second round. Tell the streets,
Yeah, they
AK.
gonna hold a
Second
second
round.
round. They gonna hold a second round, dog. They're a second round. They're a second round exit over there in Cleveland. That's the
Exit
answer you gonna
stage
get,
left.
AK. Y'all a second
Exit
round
stage
exit.
left.
Hey, his feelings gonna be hurt too. If they might get smoked in the first round depending on who they pick
The
up.
wrong pick. They the wrong matchup. They could.
If they fall into that like 4 or 5 spot, they done.
Man, don't do it. Don't do it.
If they
The
gotta play
Knicks
like
showed y'all. Hey, the
Indiana,
Knicks showed y'all last year. Y'all won shit. They
if they
showed
gotta
y'all.
play Indiana in the first round,
Ooh,
or they got
ooh,
boys gonna get real
ooh,
ugly for them.
ooh. Now Cleveland's second round at best. The ceiling for them is not Eastern Conference Finals. It's not. It's second round, bro. Sorry.
And Pastor, they might run into Joel Embiid in them in that first round since Philly gonna drop since Embiid out if he come back
Yeah,
for the playoffs.
yeah.
I would shut him down for the season, but
I just don't trust Philly at all, bro. I don't trust nothing going on in Philly. That what do they call that thing that they was doing with all the players and waiting and doing? I forgot what it was called. It failed miserably though, because they got nothing out of it. They couldn't get out of the second round with all of that, whatever they did when they was tanking and doing all that stuff. I forgot what they called it. Yeah, they second round. It failed miserably, bro. And you still got a hurt superstar. That's what you got. Out of all of this, you got a hurt, broke up superstar.
Oh,
Man.
Pastor, we gotta go watch this game. Giannis and beating up on the Suns already without Dame. We gotta watch this game. I'm gonna holler at
All
y'all.
right. Salute.
All right.